Maybe. Bring that beat back. Bring that beat back. Mother's Day edition. Let's go.
Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Better guard your grill.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Better guard your grill.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Better guard your grill.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN.
Is there?
TATN.
Better guard your grill. Better guard your grill. Better guard your grill.
TATN.
All right, welcome to Mouthpiece Included, Mother's Day 2026 edition. This is the pod where we unpack spolly tricks. That's a fusion of sports, poly tricks, and everything in between. The collapsible superposition upon your observation. Whether it's a viral moment, a controversial call, or a political pivot, we're bringing the heat with sharp takes and layered content. The National Basketball Association, or Never Broke Again, never sleeps. And this week, the headlines are running full court. From playoff chaos to front office chess moves, the Bulls made waves by hiring a colored Bryson Graham as executive vice president. He is on the clock. It's a move that signals Chicago's intent to rebuild our identity from the top down. It's a power shift that could ripple through the National Basketball Association. For as Chicago teams go, the professional leagues go, especially as the postseason spotlight keeps exposing who's built for pressure and who's built for excuses. Angel Reese is fighting through a tough patch. We went through some of this yesterday. The sky moved on from her. Last week we had a bitter discussion about this, and we're going to do some follow-up. And the conversation around her has turned sharp, part critique, part culture war. Meanwhile, the Bears' rookie minicamp is abuzz with new faces trying to prove they belong under the weight of Chicago's expectations. Patty Mahomes finds himself in the rumor mill. Our sources say there's whispers about Justin Fields' rise, stirring a little quarterback paranoia in Patty Mahomes. And then we pivot to history, the kind that runs deeper than box scores. The Kentucky Derby's original African-American jockeys are finally getting their due right here on Mouthpiece Included. A reminder that before the bright lights and betting slips, copper-colored riders were the heartbeat of the sport. Its legacy, struggle, and triumph all rolled into one. That's today's lineup: sports, culture, and truth in motion. It's Mouthpiece Included. And of course, it would not be Mouthpiece Included without diving into this week's spolly tricks, the political theater, the strategic leaks, the narrative being shaped in real time, plus everything else the timeline tried to throw at us. Buckle up. Whether you're here for sports, gaming, or political sharp turns, we've got your dose of insight with just the right amount of leading edge. This ain't just commentary, it's clarity served up with heat. Ready? Go pop on those work air ones, the dirty ones that you do your yard work in. You might be walking to the store to get you a grape Arizona tea and a Black and Mild and a blunt and maybe some, a sweet cake or something like that. And it's snowing, it's raining. You don't want to ruin your good shoes. You don't even want to put the Timberlands on. You're just slipping out of the house. You don't expect nobody to see you. Those shoes stink. And you're being encouraged to throw them away. But yet, our general manager likes to show up on his first day at work to Hallis Hall with his filthy Air Ones on. So pop those on. The panel is open. The link is pinned in the chat. So stand down, stand back, stand by. Or pull up. But if you do pull up, do not forget to bring your mouthpiece. Be advised, do not forget to bring your mouthpiece, or you can and will be treated. Do me a favor, smash that like button. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the host, guests, and are not necessarily reflective of any affiliates or TATN. Further, we shall indulge in satire for entertainment purposes, so none of this is to be taken personal. It's comedy out there. All right, grab your mouthpiece and let's get started. Big Ups Midwest Festivals presents Ancestral Echoes. This is their 4th annual house music glamping music fest, right? Get out there in Pembroke Township, Illinois, under the stars, limited light pollution. Exhale a bit. Breathe, dare I say. Honor your ancestors. Listen to the greatest house music DJs from the cradle of house music, the Chicago area and the Midwest. Spin until 4 in the morning, right? Things are provided. You know, you got your porta potties out there. It's a weekend event, overnight, or you can get a day pass. But if you're staying overnight, they got everything lined up for you. Beautiful stage, great lighting, plenty of fresh water, etc., etc. You can rent a tent from the fest or bring your own if you're an experienced glamper. They have what do you call those things? Trailers, campers. You can also have a camper drop ship to the location for a small fee, or pull up in your own. But spaces are going fast, so reserve your space right away at www.ancestralechoes.net. That link has been dropped into the chat. Big up Milz Aesthetics, multicultural skin, body, and weight loss pro. You find yourself in Southern California, the Los Angeles area specifically, and you're looking for the best esthetician in the whole wide world, reach out to Milz at www.taymilzaesthetics.com. Big ups Bella B. Clothing design extraordinaire. She puts those designs on your t-shirt, your shorts, your sweatpants, whatever you have. Maybe you're having a family reunion and you need some stuff printed up. Copper colored, owned, operated. Reach out to Bella B at designs365@gmail.com. Okay. Last but not least, JIM Recovery. The J, the I, the M, the J, the I, the M, the J, the I Recovery. Gym Recovery. You run around Chicago area, you might have hit one of those potholes the city didn't get a chance to fix yet. You know, you weren't paying attention. You look down, you're texting, you know, maybe you dropped a cherry off of your Black and Mild or your blunt, and then you just rolled right into the mother of all potholes, and you're on the side of the road. You got Pookie, Ray Ray, and the Venezuelan sizing you up. Maybe you got caught in the wrong neighborhood at the wrong time. Maybe you're in a sundown town. Marquette Park, Gage Park. I don't know what's in their heart. Well, you reach out to Gym Recovery. They'll pull up in a brand new flatbed truck so that more damage isn't being done to your whip. Over 4 decades of experience. It's a family business. You ain't too far gone to see that. Reach out to JIM Recovery for your emergency tow needs. All right, that being said, let's go ahead and get Simeon's Chicago Simeon. Is it Simeon or Simeon? Let's get Chicago's Simeon's finest in the building. Diesel. All right. He's popping out for the Mother's Day show. Simeon. I don't know. It's Simeon or Simeon. Somebody's got to clarify that for me. I got reason to believe it's Simeon, and we've been pronouncing it wrong all this time, as coloreds tend to do. Bro, is it Chicago Simeon or is it Simeon?
People who go there, we call it Simeon.
Uh-huh.
So if you want to say Neil F. Simeon, that's on you. Okay. But all of us who went there, we call it the Meon. Okay.
Yeah, the Meon. Yeah. Yeah. Big ups to all the Meons. All right. Uh, we're gonna get right at it. I want to say R.I.P. Al Frederick Hughes. We meant to cover this last week. Somehow we forgot about it. What say you about Liola's? I told my big brother. My brother wore his number in high school, and he just told me it was because of Al Frederick. I told my big brother Al Frederick's up there getting shots off in heaven. Wherever he is, he pulling.
Man, those local uh college hoop guys
Yeah,
in the within the city
yeah,
around late 70s, early 80s.
yeah.
Man, they were some ballers.
Man, they could put up points, couldn't they?
Yes, sir. I
Yeah.
used to pay attention to all of that. Alfred Hughes, Paul had a lot of. I remember when they had Dallas Comedies, Bernard Randolph.
Comedies was a damn yeah. You talking about DePaul, but Al
Yeah,
Frederick was
yeah,
Loyola. He played at
yeah.
Loyola.
I know he was Loyola. I'm just
Yeah.
saying they were local, going to the colleges in the area.
Uh
In
huh.
that early '80s.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
talking
it
about
was some
the
squads.
free base cocaine '80s? What high school did he attend?
I don't know.
I'm looking that up now. Frederick
Matter of
Hughes.
fact, a lot of them, I don't know what colleges they or high schools they went to.
Well,
Um,
Comedies was from Philly. He was one of the first
yeah, he
recruits
wasn't from here.
outside of Chicago, and that was the downfall of DePaul's program when the son, decided he wants to recruit from all over the world instead of siphoning the best talent off the Chicago West Side and the South Side. His dad was getting city players. Now, if he wanted to expand to Thornton, to the Sickett East, and get some, Evanston, those players, we would have been okay with that. But he wanted to get a big all the way from Philly. Although Rod
Well,
Strickland, I was happy with Rod Strickland.
yeah, see, and he reached out. I'm trying to think. Was he still the coach of DePaul when they got Bobby Simmons, Quentin
He
Richardson?
was.
He was. See,
Yeah.
he went back to the city roots because
Mm-hmm.
that was a good team.
It
That
was a
was
good
a good
team.
team.
They was balling. But
Paul
your boy went to
McPherson,
Paul Robeson. Is it Robeson
Roberson.
or Robeson?
Yeah, Roberson. Hey, Roberson had some good high school teams in the early '80s, late '70s.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it because you never really, when the Meon and King kind of blew up, you never
Yeah.
really, you really heard more so like the West Side schools, but you didn't really hear like Robeson and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. But they had some good teams,
Yeah.
good hoops.
Yeah, Frederick, I know when he retired as Loyola's all-time leading scorer, and they kind of changed the game because they be giving Paul Westfall all the credit for running and gunning. No, that was Chicago Loyola and Alfrederick. He was pulling. Alfrederick Hughes used to get his shot off, bro. They would
Yeah,
love him
Alfred
in
Hughes was a
today's
bad
NBA,
dude.
wouldn't they? Put him on a
Yes,
West Coast team somewhere.
Heck, half of them Loyola Marymount players they would have loved.
Facts. This is our Mother's Day edition, fella. You got anything to say to any moms or all the moms out there, bro?
um, the ones with younger kids, you know, nah, I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be negative. No.
I'll say it. Stop going to the club every weekend and when your kids are running roughshod, jumping on other people's cars all over the city. And you can go out every now and then, that's fine, but not twice a week. Yeah.
It's been wild past week or so, and temperatures still ain't here been over 80 on a regular.
Yeah, that's what Wordsworth's been complaining about. All right, let's see here. Wait, all right, Alfred Hughes, and then we'll move on.
Civic Center. They rode the SMU Mustangs out of town with a fairly easy win over their bigger opponent. Let's look at it. Loyola fell behind early and trailed much of the first half, but they got their first lead when substitute Mike Senard grabbed a loose ball and laid it in. 27-26 Ramblers. The Ramblers took a 1-point lead into the intermission. Then they got the fast break going. Golston, Alfrederick Hughes, they go up by 5, and they smell the coffee.
He wasn't very
Then the
athletic.
Ramblers' outside game got hot. Alfrederick
Nah.
Hughes from the corner,
He was just a
39-32
scorer,
Loyola.
though.
SMU got shook up, hurt themselves. Bad pass to Andre Battle.
Andre Battle, I forgot about him.
45-38
Was he related to Kenny
Super
Battle?
game from little point guard
The way he
Carl Golston.
jumped,
Here
he looked
drives
like
the
he
lane,
was.
winds up hitting from the corner. He had 20 for the game. Loyola held on to their 7-point lead. And when big Andre Battle jams the ball inside, and with the free throw, Loyola up by 10 big ones. SMU couldn't keep up.
See
Hughes
the
loses
turnover
ball.
by
Big John
Alfrederick.
Konkak stuffs it, but the Ramblers had their
He used to
sights
get a
set on
lot of
the
that. That's
basket,
why he
kept
didn't work
firing
in the-
away
in
right
the
to end.
NBA, I
Even the
think.
subs got into the act. Klusendorf, watch him here with a reverse layup. The final, Gene Sullivan's Ramblers 70, SMU 57, and now on to Georgetown because plays like this. Alley-oop to Patrick Ewing, Georgetown.
Oh, well, you know what happened when they
Right.
played against Big Fat Ewing in G-Town.
Yeah, I remember that game too.
Was it a good game?
No.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I think Georgetown was like in control, like most of their game.
And they were swarming on Alfrederick.
I don't know if they were swarming, just trying to remember. I remember watching that game, but
Yeah.
I never felt like we had a chance.
We didn't. They just weren't athletic enough. You know what I'm saying? They had some players. And Alfrederick, if he got it going, though, if he got it going, they could beat anybody. And all right, RIP and condolences to his family. Look at your Chicago White Sox, bro. 19-21, but the first place team, the Guardians, only 21-21. So y'all are one game out of first, sitting in second place, 9-9 at that shithole stadium. 10-12 on the road, and 6-4 over the last 10. The White Sox might mess around and win the division, bro.
They because they're so young, I'm like, hey, just finish above 500 is a great season. But because they're so young, and I really don't, even on the pitching staff, man, if they had like a vet or somebody like that,
They could do it at the trading deadline. They can
They-
get a
they-
vet.
they might. But with this organization, man, I want to see the dude, the billionaire. I was reading that.
Mm-hmm.
The dude who the in charge of the Saudi investment fund. He's the one who put up that live golf tournament.
Okay, yeah.
He's in charge of that fund with ridiculous. He was like, man, let me buy the White Sox. He's like, I had him competing out of
So he'll be spending more money than the
Oh
Dodgers.
man, he'll spend whatever it takes, and he ain't gonna break a sweat. That'd be the worst thing. When I think about it, that's the worst thing baseball could do is let him in. He gonna spend and it ain't gonna make a difference to him at all.
Yeah, they print money down there, them Saudis. So you look at it, but 500, bro, as it is, I mean, after 40 games, you pretty much are what your record says you are, pretty much. I mean, it's usually when I start gauging it. So it looks like they could be, let's see, 162. Man, if they win like 85 games, they can win a division, bro.
They could. I mean, because of that division, it's so bunchly packed. It's like everybody's the same,
Mhm.
right? So all you need, and it doesn't look like the Sox are scared of anybody.
They too young and stupid to really know, you know what I mean, what they don't know.
Yeah.
It's all house money for them.
Yeah. Like I said, I was just hoping they could finish around 500 or a little bit over 500, but the way they've been playing, I mean, they're usually in every game. Like it's rare that they're getting blown out or something.
Well, big ups to the White Sox. People might tend to think, I'd be dissing the White Sox. They're my second favorite team in baseball. You know what I mean? I just try to call it like it is.
Yeah,
Now,
just like the Cubs are my second favorite team.
right. Speaking of the Cubs, let's move on over to the north side. Drop dead gorgeous Waveland and Sheffield Avenue. Limited crime. All right. You got your Chicago Cubs, a 27-14. I mean, we've had a 10-game winning streak, then followed up with a 9-game winning streak. Ace tried to shit on them, but they playing bums. Hey, you play who's on your schedule. The second winning streak, they weren't playing bums. And the
No,
20s, my bad, go ahead.
no, I'm saying they weren't playing bums.
Thank you. They're playing Major League Baseball teams. They're 27-14. The Cardinals are on their heels. That makes me a little nervous because we hate the Cardinals. And damn the Brewers. Look at this division. Everybody's over 500. Ace tried to shit on the division, early in the season. We're 18-5 in the friendly confines. Drop dead gorgeous Wrigley Field. And 9-9 on the road. Won 8 out of our last 10 games. You look at the Sox. They got the second best record by half a game in the National League. And then I'll throw it to you. And so they got the second best record only by a half game in the major leagues. What say you, Diesel? What say you?
Oh no, the Cubs. Now look, I don't like the fucking manager. I made that clear when we got him. Don't
Great
care
counsel.
for him. I think he's overrated. They should have never paid him what they paid him.
He used to play hard.
And some of these games, they've been cardiac kids and made him look good after his decision making made them look bad.
Mm-hmm.
They blew leads and then they had to come back in the ninth to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
That type of stuff. So, but they're a solid team, but they're starting pitching, man. They're down like 2-3 pitches.
Yes. Still rolling.
Yeah, and so they still right there. It's that division, man. It's tough, man, because the Brewers had like 2 of their starting players out. They just came back in the past week, and now they're starting to get better. And remember, the Brewers got 2 pitches. No, one. I think one of them left in free agency, but they got that one dude to throw like 100 miles an hour. Man, that dude threw like he had 6 pitches the other day that were like over 104 or 103 in the game.
Yeah, but they're not checking his piss. They need to check his piss.
But yeah, he's that whole division, man, because the Cardinals are always tough. Cubs gonna be right there. Brewers, man. Then you got the Pirates got some good starting pitching, man. That division's tough, man. So I don't need Craig Counsell blowing no fucking games. Okay, I don't need him blowing it with his calls. Brent Brown should be their closer. I know he had to start this week to go 4 innings, but he went scoreless. But when he's in the bullpen, man, they ain't been able to hit him. They have not been able to hit the dude. So yeah, Cubs. I mean, they either gonna win the division that they should, or there'll be a wild card because it's
I
such a
think Ace
competitive.
said it. They got to win. I think he said 130 games for you and him to go to Wrigley together wearing Cubs jerseys.
Oh no, I'll go wearing a Cubs jersey anyway.
This is what I'm saying. That's what I said. There's no need to hate it. They're from the same city.
Yeah, I like both of. I like all of the Chicago teams. I like
Bro, I used
all
to
of the
be
Chicago
wearing
teams.
my Cubs jersey, bro, on the south side. The motherfuckers, they'd be staring at me on the line at Walgreens. They keep staring at me like I'm short as shit. For real, just real talk. And then they'd be like, where you live at? I'm like,
Man,
I live out down the street. And you wearing that motherfucking jersey. You know what I'm saying? I'd be
look at his
yeah.
uppity ass. Uppity ass. North Shore ass.
Like, man, I take this shirt off and beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you I'm from the south side. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, right. They think you from the north side, bro, and they can talk to you any old kind of way and shit. Yeah, they didn't like that. But you go on the north side and you're colored with a Cubs jersey. Oh, they buying your steaks. buying your beer. He's
Oh,
smart. They be calling you
yeah.
smart and shit.
This is a good guy right here.
They
Good
be telling
guy.
all their friends, look at the Mooley with the Cubs jersey on and shit. Yeah. Yeah. It's like MAGA. All right, let's move on. Go Cubs, go. Go White Sox. Maybe we can have them meet in the World Series where the White Sox are 500 ball club and the Cubs have the best record in baseball and we beat the living shit out of them. That would be a perfect world scenario for me. All right. Uh, Now, we're talking about Wembenyama. I don't know if you guys want to warm up to what I said. He's the second coming of Michael J. Jeffrey Jordan. He's averaging 22 points a game in these playoffs. Playoffs. He's second in rebounding, averaging 11.4. Okay. And I don't see him on this assist list. Blocks, he's averaging an NBA record 5. Okay. All right. Wembenyama. Wembenyama. What say ye about the Wim VP?
Oh, well, maybe he's a bad dude, man. It's I'm just, because I think he's a goofball. But he's a bad dude.
You sit here and mention Dallas Comedies, and then you call this guy's not Dallas Comedies out there. Comedies is
No,
a
he's
goofy.
not. He's not. But no, he's still a goofball because how he plays, I just see injury all over it on a regular basis. I just hope he never gets seriously hurt, even though I think he'll miss, you know.
He looked like a stork running through the jungle
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. And he tries to like dribble like smaller players and stuff, and then you just see it coming. But he's a bad dude. He's a bad dude, especially when he's like motivated. But he gonna need it against OKC because to me that's the only chance of beating OKC is if the Spurs play them and they can play them like they should. That's really the only threat to them because I don't see the Knicks doing it. Um, I thought the Celtics, if they made it to the finals, had a slight chance, but yeah, I think the Spurs are the
Well,
only shot at beating them.
you're a sports gambler from time to time. They got OKC. They're up 3-0. They're in
Mhm.
LA, and they're a 10.5 point favorite. Would you take that? OKC with the 10.5.
Over who does?
The Lakers.
Oh yeah, man. Lakers ain't they ain't. Mm-mm. What Luka's take is Luka's can score you points. 30 points, 35 points is near. Granted, he don't play no defense, so you probably wouldn't be able to stop them. But when you got a person like Luka that can score those points, a team like OKC, you tend not to be able to score every game. So you figure the Lakers might win one, maybe
One,
two,
maybe two, yeah.
if Luka was there. But without
LeBron could
him,
get more rest.
yeah, without him.
Austin Rivers get more rest.
Yeah, without him, it's that's hell on earth, man. And when you think about it, the Lakers don't have no damn point guard. I'm looking at their guards and Marcus Smart, he's a turnover machine. I mean, and he don't move like he used to,
Yeah.
right? He's stiff and he can still play D because he got the brain
And they let
to
him
know
get
how to
away with all
position
that
this.
hacking.
Yeah, he hacks like a mug, but he not no point guard. You asking too much of LeBron to be trying to bring the ball up all the time, and Luka usually brings it up a lot of time, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're handicapped big time from. They could have kept one of those little guards they used to have, like Gabe Vincent or somebody. You could have kept one of him on your roster for that type of stuff. But yeah, the Lakers, they ain't going nowhere.
All
Mm-mm.
right. You got the Timberwolves. Their San Antonio leads 2-1. Um, I believe game 4 is definitely in um, Minnesota. So
Yeah.
um, San Antonio's a 5.5 point favorite. Are you taking that? Are you taking the Spurs or the Timberwolves in that gambling situation?
And if I'm a gambler, I'm taking the Spurs with the money line. I wouldn't even take the spread. I just take them on the money line. It'll be less, but I'd parlay it with something. But the Timberwolves got defense, but their offense is primarily because old boy is gone. So DiVincenzo, your starter, plays real good
Mm-hmm.
D and he can
Mm-hmm.
score. He out. I don't think Edwards is to come back off of that potential injury that he had so quick.
Mm-hmm.
You
No, he's
know,
not back yet.
yeah. So, but then you got Io and the other guy from Illinois. But to me, the coach, Io's one thing, but the coach don't let the other guy seem like he didn't get enough reps to be a factor against a team like that. So. Yeah, I take the Spurs, but I take them with the money line and I parlay it with some.
You think they're gonna win this in 6?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, just remember though, Timberwolves got good defense though. Their defense is good, but the Spurs, man, if Wemby's hitting shots and stuff, there ain't no remedy for that. Because then that opens up everybody else. And if he's blocking shots in the hole, he had like all them Timberwolves scared.
Hell yeah.
All of them scared, including Gobert, who has no shot to be in the league that long. You think he would have some type of offensive game?
Right. So he should have been working on. He should be able to pop out and hit an 8-footer. All right. You got the Pistons, Cavs. The Cavs are 3.5-point favorites, down 2-1 at home. Are you taking that bet? And who you got in that game?
Man, that's a coin flip, man. Um, I don't know. I'd ask you who you got. That series, I can't pick.
I'm
Um,
going with the Cavs because I don't trust that beard wearing SOB. I think his beard is fake. He's never played defense, and I never liked him. They started trying to say he's the best offensive player in the history of the NBA, just shitting all over Michael Jeffrey Jordan's name for this summer gun, who chokes whenever it matters. That being said, I would take the Pistons to go up 3-1 and take a commanding lead in the series, and I would take the 3.5 points. Well, actually, I'm getting 3.5 points. So definitely I'm taking the Pistons.
hmm,
And I don't trust the dude from the Bluegrass State. Um, the guard who was on
Cunningham?
Utah.
Who you talking about?
The
Uh,
one from Cleveland.
oh, Spider Mitchell,
Yeah,
Donovan
he
Mitchell.
grew up in Louisville. One of my wife's cousins is best friends with him when they came up.
No, I'm sure Bluegrass Hank has an affection
Yeah,
for him.
he's got an
Yeah,
affinity for him.
yeah, he's
He
got
probably went over and took his mom flowers for Mother's
got
Day.
probably got a poster and stuff that we can't see on the door of.
Got a figurine of
Yeah,
him
a
and
couple of
Butch Stud.
bobbleheads.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's getting special figurines made. All right, custom figurines. If there's not a company like that, we need to start one of these. You make a whole lot of money. I'd like to have a bobblehead of me. You know what I'm saying? Custom, pass them out, throw a party. This is bobblehead night. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah,
We,
first thing I'd make is one of polls and send it express mail to Ace in the
to,
hole.
to Ace.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All
Like, you
right. Now,
put this shit to me, and he gonna do like they do when they cracking them.
bro, the Knicks made short work out of the 76ers. OMG. They closed them out by winning 144-14 in Philly. I mean, do you still trust the process or do you blow it up in Philly? What say ye?
That process is gone because the only one that Philly had, they got two people that I trust:
Maxie,
Maxey
and they
and
ain't believed
Oubre.
in him. And
And
who'd you say?
Kelly Oubre.
Right. And
He
you're saying you'll
hustled and
move
got
off them veterans,
yeah.
right? And because teams are willing to give you all types of shit for these old has-beens.
Listen, Embiid is a beast if he's somewhat healthy,
Yeah.
but he never is.
And you be talking about Wembyama like he's Embiid. All game
Oh
Embiid
no,
be on the
no, no,
ground.
no.
He
There's
be
a
hurt.
difference
He be hurt
between
all game.
yeah, it's a difference between so Embiid to me, no, your boy Wemby is I say a goofball. Embiid, he's got rigor mortis set in his whole body when he plays. So there's no hope for that.
Man, he be on the floor all the time, the biggest guy
All
on the
the
court.
time, can't move, stiff, stuck.
Yeah.
He can play, but it's just because he can't move. So yeah, no, I wouldn't have him. Paul George, way too much money. Whenever his contract's up, let that fool go. Let him go. Um, and then what's the other? They had the young guy, man. And that's a young dude on there too, on Philly's team that can ball. I think he was starting too,
Mm.
opposite of Maxey. What's the guard's name, man? But that dude, he be getting buckets, man. He just need more time.
Well, don't
And
be
if they,
surprised if your Bulls end up with all their crusty veterans. I hope this new GM, which we're going to cover soon, this
you
new
know, they
vice
got the
president.
fourth pick in the draft. They did the draft thing today. The lottery.
Did they? And we got the fourth pick?
We got the fourth pick.
All
We were
right.
supposed to get like ninth with the
Yeah.
odds.
Yeah.
And
And we got a new guy picking him, so he won't pick no idiot. And we're going to talk about him in a minute. I'm looking forward to that
And they
spot.
said it's like 10 of them that
Oh, yeah.
can
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
superstars in the
Definitely
league and they can
franchise
make a
players.
difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to the Thunder Spurs. If that happens in the Western Conference Finals, I'm looking forward to that. That
The
could be
only
box office.
the only team that got the pick according to their odds was the number one team. So the Wizards get the first pick. They got what's his name from Atlanta, Trae Young, and remember they got Anthony Davis in the trade.
Yeah, he's always hurt too.
Right. So, but at least they got something to look forward to. Now you got the first pick with the dudes coming from
Mhm.
free agency, but the second and third pick, they wasn't supposed to be that high either. I forget what teams it was. I just know the Bulls got fourth, and they were supposed to get ninth or worse. So
Well, yeah, we'll take a look at it. But I'm looking forward to this Thunder Spurs. That's going to be box office if they get to the Western Conference Finals, which is looking like that is really going to be box office. Pistons, Knicks, we'll see. I think I had the Knicks going all the way to the chip.
well, the Knicks, man, I mean, if they putting up points like they did against Philly, they can beat anybody because occasionally they play D occasionally. So again, can they beat OKC or San Antonio? I doubt it, but anything's possible if you can put up a whole bunch of points.
Yeah, once you get to the finals, because they always say in the Western Conference, if you let the media talk about it, the Western Conference should have won the last 30. They should have been winning when the Bulls was winning.
I thought whatchamacallit would have beat them last year if our boy didn't get hurt in the first quarter.
Who that?
Halliburton. Remember
Tyrese.
he got hurt in game
Yeah.
7 at
Yeah.
the start, and he had already had like 9 points in the first quarter.
Yeah. 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 I mean, they still doing the same thing in the NFL. They steady talking about the AFC. They still talking about the AFC. To get out of the AFC, it's the toughest. Well, I just watched Seattle beat the brakes off your best AFC team in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
That don't exist no more, man.
Right.
It's our division in football. If it's not the toughest, it's right there with whichever one you would call the toughest, or it might be the NFC South or the West, whichever one got the Niners and the Rams in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, AFC, the division with the Chiefs, Chargers, the Broncos, that's tough. But outside of that, I mean, what other division? Because it really ain't the one with the Patriots and
Yeah.
the Bills.
And it's a variety of teams that's been winning the Super Bowls out of the NFC, out of our conference. The AFC, it's just been basically the sideshow Bob.
Yeah.
All right, so Bryson Graham, executive VP. I saw like a jersey. I guess he used to play for the Bulls. The Bulls announced that the team has hired Bryson Graham. He's the executive VP, so he's in charge, complete. He got the keys to our basketball operations. He's U.S. born. He's not one of these foreigners. Big ups to all the foreigners, right? He played in the league, so he should be able to know what basketball should be, what it looks and feels like. He is on the clock. I'm gonna say that right now. Your black ass is on the clock. You know what I'm saying? In this role, Graham's responsible for all decisions made. Okay, we're excited to name him. Graham comes to Chicago after most recently serving as senior VP of operations for the Hawks that you just mentioned, helping reshape the front office following a significant organizational overhaul. See, he got them in the position that you just mentioned. I am incredibly honored to join the Bulls organization, he said. This is one of the most storied franchises in the history of the NBA, and I feel a tremendous sense of responsibility to deliver results for Chicago and these fans. My entire career has been built on the belief that sustained success starts with finding the right players and developing an all around impact culture. I want to thank Jerry and Michael Reinsdorf and the entire Bulls organization for presenting me with this opportunity. I'm ready to get to work. Prior to joining Atlanta, he spent 15 seasons with the Pelicans, beginning as basketball operations intern and ascending through the ranks. During his tenure in New Orleans, he served as player development director, video coordinator, player development coach, scouting coach. So he worked his way up. He's a native of San Antonio, Texas. He plays 3 seasons of college basketball at Texas A&M before joining the Aggie staff as a grad assistant. A role set the foundations for his professional career. He was recruited by the NBA into the NBA by the Pelicans general manager. So I guess he didn't play with the Bulls. I guess it was just a trick shirt they printed up for him. All right. So, how do you feel about this hire, and do you know anything else since you're in the local feed about this brother that I didn't mention?
No, it's been a lot going on sports wise, so I haven't really, they've been the last thing on my damn list. So I'm glad they gave him a shot, but I don't really know too much about the guy. I'll listen out and start doing some homework on him to see how he, what's his get down. But yeah, I don't know too much about him to say glad they got him or no they didn't. I'm glad they got, give a brother a chance. That's always a good thing, but I don't know too much about the guy yet.
And I don't know if he's married. I tried to find and see if he's got a pink toe, right? But I saw no images of his wife, so he may not even be married because normally they'll show you the image of his wife. So I just hope he doesn't get in trouble like Ume Doka did. You know what I mean?
Nah, I doubt that. I doubt that. Mm-mm.
Because he worked his way up from the bottom. He was a videotape manager. You know what I'm saying? Came all the way up the ranks, bro. So,
Yeah, and a lot of years in the league, that means he got to be on point, to come up and be in the league all those years. That's a good sign,
and he can't be worse than what we had. That's for
Oh,
sure.
hell no. Hell no. Mm-mm.
You
He just ain't
literally
gonna
could have
get the
let
same.
AI make the decisions, and you'd have done better than what we had.
He just ain't gonna get the same breaks
Oh
that the
hell
people
no,
before him
no,
got.
he won't get all those breaks at all.
Mm-mm. He
No,
don't have to do it.
no. All right, now you guys were bloviating over Angel Reese, and me and Hink were trying to tell y'all it was a great move. As it is now, she's in a funk. She's struggling big time. She's playing like ass in Atlanta. So it looks like a great move by this guy, moving on from her.
What do you call? She's played one game. How is that fucking up for Atlanta? I mean, and she had a double double. What the hell? I mean, come
Let's see.
on. Look, my whole thing was a lot of these changes that they did. They could have kept her and still done these changes. She didn't have to leave.
Yeah, she had 11 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 36% field goal percentage, 18% from three, 50% from free throws. I mean, come on, this isn't modern basketball.
She can't listen. We said this since she has no shot, right? No kind of shot. But she can rebound and she got energy. So she's not a scrub like people
So she's
make
a
her out.
Dennis Rodman out here. You got to think Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I said that. She's like a Rodman because everybody, oh, she be rebounding her own shots.
Yeah.
A rebound is a rebound. Rodman used to do it all the time.
And she be in the players' heads too. She be getting the players
Yes.
outside their body.
Yes. So and they won. I think they won their first game too. So look, my thing was the Sky could have kept her. And the little snitch that they got on the Sky, the veteran
Yeah.
chick,
Yeah.
she the one said she the one who been like talking to the front office, dropping dime on all of the
Oh, so she's
players.
the cold command of the Sky.
Man, what's her name, man? I forget her name. This chick. She a veteran.
How'd you find out she was the
Man,
company snitch?
I seen it in one of my feeds, and then I did a little homework on it, and and she's saying it too, like, I keep tabs with the front office, letting them know what's going on with players and that type of shit.
Oh
What?
yeah, she'll keep a job well beyond her on the court usage.
Yeah, so I know she probably like, oh no, we got to get rid of this. We got to get rid of her.
She
Yeah.
talked negative in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, she shouldn't even, man, I wouldn't even want to play with a team like that.
Yeah,
Like, man, you got
nobody likes a snitch.
Yeah. But not only it's one thing if you own the team, but you playing for the execs and not your teammates.
Those are their teammates, the execs.
Exactly. The wrong ones, because they ain't on the floor.
Dante Purify say, bear down. Bear down. Can I get an FGB out of you, Dante? Let me put this in. FGB. Can I get FGB? FGB. Can I get FGB out of you, Diesel?
You can get this FJF1 all day on the football field, baby. You're going to put them up there, the big capital F with the lowercase j, lowercase f, and the 1.
You can't be serious.
All day long. Yeah, that's Ace. All of that chicken stuff he been eating. Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on, man. We got slave mentality. All right, we got a video here. Karen sent us. Slave mentality. Let me find it here. Players accused. The fuck? Okay, where is it? It can't be fucking serious. There we go. Slave mentality. And Karen, can you run the video? Appreciate you.
Yeah, and I'll add something else. You talking about the pressure, and I'm going to say there's no pressure.
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, and I'll add something else. You talking about the pressure, and and a lot of players going to say there's no pressure, but when your owner comes out and say we have to get to the finals, right? That's pressure. That's a lot of pressure coming into this series against a healthy Philadelphia 76ers. So as a player, you're thinking about that. You know this is a pressurized situation, especially understanding and knowing that quote from your owner. Like when your owner says that he bringing pressure from top down.
Okay, my question to you, Diesel. You as a pro athlete, wouldn't you already assume that the owner of the organization expects you to? I see now why he never won shit. Because he's suggesting that by the team owner coming out and saying, oh, we got to get to the finals, that's putting more pressure on the players. When you should have had that mindset from the beginning.
Well, it depends on the organization and the team. So if the team is set up where you know that it's a competitive team, then yeah, the owner can make a statement like that, and you'd be like, yeah, we can definitely,
They got guaranteed contracts. What is he worried about?
Yeah, but I get what he's saying from the standpoint of if you're with a team and let's say it's a team like Cleveland and they're saying we got to win the championship.
Gilbert comes out and says we got to get to the finals.
Right. Or
that's
else.
Putting more pressure on those players than
like you know that you guys are decent, but man, well, to say get to the finals, no, I could see that happen, right?
Right.
and you can expect to do it if you're a pretty good team in the East.
I feel
And
like
I
either
wouldn't
there's
have a problem.
pressure or there's not pressure. Like, so it sounds to me like he would need his slave owner to come out there and put the pressure on his black ass, come out there on a horse with a whip and say, you niggas better get me to the finals this year or else, as opposed to being a professional and doing what his contract calls for. I mean,
Well,
he's calling a white man owner.
but it's how. So how are you driven as a player, right? So he sounds like to me a guy that could be on a if he's on a finals team, there's another superstar on that team with more drive.
Oh yeah, if he's gonna win, yeah, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he don't play defense, so that tells me everything I need to know about him.
And that drive and that determination
To win. Correct.
So yeah, he doesn't sound like he's like could be the number one on a team unless all of that supporting class was really good players.
I couldn't imagine the late Kobe Bean making a statement like this.
No.
Well, when Jerry Buss came out and said, "Man, we got to get it done," that puts so much pressure. Maybe a 17-year-old Kobe, but this dude is a retired NBA player giving this analysis.
And again, that comes from, like I said, he wouldn't be if he's on a team that makes it to the finals or whatever. I don't think he would be the superstar. He would be the two.
So he wouldn't be the pack. He wouldn't be the pack leader.
No,
he just want to ride on the banana boat.
He'd be the 2 or the 3 option on that team, but he wouldn't be the number 1 star that would lead that team. Because
that's a good point. Like the way he was winning gold medals with the Olympic team, he can win on a team like that.
Yeah, yeah. But that's again, if he's on a team and he's got a dog,
Steph Curry.
Yeah, one of them dogs.
Yeah.
Then yeah, but if you don't have a dog, he can't be the dog.
No.
You know, it's less than.
And you know, and to the black men out there and women, stop calling these company owners your owner. It's not a good look. It's out of hand, bro. They don't own you. They own the company that you work for. There's a huge difference.
Are those teams corporations? Like with the
yes,
ink on the end?
They're not even owners.
Yeah, so
they're
then
CEOs.
they really ain't the owners.
Right.
Because
exactly.
They have to be privately owned to be the owner.
And even then, they're the owner of the team. They don't own you.
Yeah.
You know, listen to what they say, and it's all started in NFL, and now it's leaking everywhere, and they got all these rich black men saying this shit, and so younger people are going to hear it, and it's the corporations pushing this. So then anybody who works with McDonald's corporations, oh, there's my owner.
Yeah, and I'll add something else. You talking about the pressure, and you know, and a lot of players going to say there's no pressure, but when your owner comes out and say we have to get to the finals, right? That's pressure. That's a lot of pressure coming into this series against a healthy Philadelphia 76ers. So as a player, you're thinking about that. You know this is a pressurized situation, especially understanding and knowing that quote from your owner. Like when your owner says that he brings.
You see what I'm saying? Slavery, bro. They're bringing back slavery slowly, drip by drip. I'm confident of that. All right. I didn't want to cover this. Barkley, Draymond Green beef. I think I got a video here. Yeah, I got a short video here. Barkley, Draymond Green beef. And we're going to unpack that.
Always ends. Sports, listen, sports are for young people. You hope to have a great long career, but sports, nobody wins when they're 37, 38.
But you said what you said. I want to hear if he believes what you're talking.
Hey, your boy Kenny Smith, he puts the cables on people like me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
I saw it.
he just asked. He just
Really to
asked.
go for us? Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just asking.
I saw it. I mean, so, you know, we're always going to try to compete. When you win championships, the goal will always be to try to reach that level. Can we get back to that level? Listen, to your point, Jimmy's going to miss a lot of next year. Moses is going to miss a lot of next year. That's $70 million. $75 million of a, $160 million payroll. So it's going to be tough. But make no mistake about it, the goal will always be to compete at a championship standard level. Whether we win a championship or not, I think as you get older, you have to redefine what's success.
Oh, see, when I started hearing this as a team owner, his ass is out of there.
Right? Still the most sellouts in the NBA. Still the most national TV games in the NBA. And you just want to give yourself a chance. Success may not be for us.
The Bulls sold out.
All of that sellout stuff is based on what you done before.
Right. The Bulls
And
sold out
people-
for 15 seasons after their run.
Yeah, that's not based on how you done for me lately.
No.
So
At this
And
point,
if anything, they selling out because they come to see Steph Curry, not your
yes,
black
not
ass.
his ass. And he the reason they team done diffused anyway. He done
I
ran
agree.
up everybody out of there.
I agree. And he's getting paid too much for what he's bringing to the team. He should have taken away. He should be getting paid the veteran minimum, in my opinion. You want to do podcasts and make money on the side, fine. You know what I'm saying? But he should be getting the league mandated, and that's what he should be taking.
He's too sensitive to have a damn podcast or to be on helping them host pregame or postgame or halftime. He's too sensitive of a dude, man.
You think
can't-
he'd punch Shaq or Barkley like the way he punched that high yellow dude in practice?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. No.
No.
He definitely ain't punching Shaq like that. He
Mm-mm.
might try to snap on Barkley, but even if he did, he gonna get whooped by all of them up there because they don't play that.
Correct. It's a different
They- they-
generation.
championship,
play that.
right? That's just that's the way it goes. And so I think understanding what is success at this point is key for us, knowing and understanding that it may not be realistic to win a championship, but can we continue to build to that so that once we leave this organization, it's still in a great space of where they have that pedigree and they can try to build on that.
That was a word salad. He ran out all the young guys. He's talking about the right, the pedigree and all that. He ran out Kevin Durant. He ran out that other dude that was hooping who he knocked out, and he'd be gone.
He part of the reason I think with Kuminga too.
Yeah.
A lot of those dudes
Yeah.
just gone, man.
What do you mean you're not playing for a championship? I'd bring him right in my office. Do you know I'm your owner, boy?
Listen, when I say that man is too sensitive to that thing he tried to say about Barkley, it was a bad joke. Nobody laughed. Did you notice? He said that like a joke, like how he looked when he was in
But
Philly.
he didn't smile. He said it. I hear you. Like he's like,
No.
did you see it? Correct.
I'm saying none of them laughed.
No, because was it a joke?
But I mean, but again, to me, he's too sensitive. So he was probably taking a real shot at him.
He was.
Right? Because he can't take any kind of criticism.
No.
He's almost like Scottie Pippen in some senses.
100%. Great comparison.
In some senses, he's like Scottie Pippen, wants credit for everything, but lacked where his game lacked is so overwhelming that you know what he is or been for that team? A role player.
Of course.
That's exactly what he's been, a role player.
Well, everybody knows that, you know, and he ain't even been on at least Pippen was the second leg, the second wheel. This dude's been third at best, fourth normally. Because remember they had Durant and they had what's the dude's name? He was just forward that played a long ass time.
Listen, they had
the small forward.
They had Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Steph.
Who was the small
Durant, Iguodala.
Iggy. Yes, what I'm saying.
And they had Harrison Barnes.
Correct.
And old boy from Peoria who had messed up his knee when he first got in the league. Sean, what's his name? I forget his name. Sean, he played on like their first 2 or 3 championship
Oh
teams.
yeah, he was a baller.
Yeah,
Livingston.
Livingston. Yeah, so he's never, man. That dude, man. I think he sits there and looks at like, well, God, dog, I've done this, I've done that, dude, you've been overrated, bro.
And they keep talking about he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He wouldn't get
Shit.
the vote.
I mean,
Look,
you know what? Basketball, to me,
look
they
at
Hall of
his
Fame
numbers.
is so.
Look at his numbers. Look at this graphic right here, Diesel. Barkley's last year that he was just bloviating about. Barkley's last year when on the Houston team, he gave you 15 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and he had a per plus 2.4. Draymond Green last year, 8.4 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 6 assists. How can he talk?
I don't even know if he's ever had a year where he averaged more than 10 rebounds.
Barkley's worst year, which I just showed you, is better than Draymond's best year, statistically.
It's a horrible comparison because he shouldn't be comparing himself to when you're a role player throughout your whole tenure in the league. You don't compare yourself to a superstar.
You don't.
You just don't. And that's
Big
the
Hink,
whole
happy
end of that
Mother's Day,
discussion.
brother.
Shit, you telling me happy Mother's Day? I ain't no mother.
He's a man's man. He mad because he must have heard us talking about what's my man name on Cleveland? He's from Louisville. My wife's cousin was his best friend.
Spider Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, they were best friends growing up.
Yeah,
Used to hoop in the backyard with him and everything. One of them went off to the NBA. The other one, this game, it wasn't the same. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I told him you got a nice poster on one of your doors of him.
Yeah, he must have heard us talking about your Donovan Mitchell figurine and your what's the other dude's name? Stud. He's getting personalized figurines made.
Yeah, you got them bobbleheads.
But what's your take on this, bro? The whole Draymond Barkley fiasco.
Look, Draymond's a clown, man. He's been a clown ever since he's been in the league. He's gonna continue to be a clown on his way out of the league. So nobody cares what he's talking about, man. He's just fortunate enough he was on a team where he could ride a coattail to get a couple rings and get the hell on.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man.
Austin Rivers said it best. He's like,
he did
super fortunate.
But Draymond, you better be careful because Draymond don't like high yellow guys like you. He punched the shit out of you in Austin Rivers. He won't punch Hink, but he punched the shit out of him. He don't like high yellow guys. I think he's jealous of him or something.
He almost ended up playing for Kentucky during the Tubby Smith era.
Oh, you'd have liked him then. His whole take would have been different had he played for the Bluegrass, Diesel.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
If he played for the Bluegrass, I would have had more empathy for him. Huh?
If he got y'all a chip or something. Yeah.
No, man. No, I just like. Well, look, I didn't hear what Rivers actually said about him, but I know he did say something. But I always thought about that.
Man, it was the best.
It was one of those. Was it like the Nas Ether?
Man, well, no, because he compared from high school to college to the pros, and he was like, "Look, high school, I was like top 1, 2, or 3." He's like, college, I was like Naismith Player of the Year, Duke. Like it wasn't close as far as comparing. And he gave him his props when he said, "Hey, the NBA man, look, you've had your success or whatever, blah, 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 blah. My career, over 10 years, but nowhere near compared to yours." He's like, "But make no mistake about it, you benefited by going to one of the best with the all-time best shooter ever, one of the top 5 shooters ever on the same team while you in your prime there." Then he was talking about Iguodala and all these other guys that they had. Man, he embarrassed them pretty much. And to be honest, his take on Draymond wasn't an insult. If you listen to what he said originally, and Draymond took it that way, and tried to shit on him with his firing back on him, and that's why I say he's too sensitive, man. That dude shouldn't be hosting podcasts or be on no NBA channels and stuff. Because when he talks about players and stuff, or whenever people criticize something, man, he can't take it like he did when he tried to make that still ass joke against Barkley. Like,
But
come
look,
on,
man,
man.
he got a lot of bitch in his blood. There's nothing we can do about it. He need to cut his wrist and get some of that bitch up out of his blood, but it's too late. He's too long in the tooth. He's sensitive, like you said, Dezo. He's very sensitive. Him and KD are one and the same as
Oh,
far as
yes,
sensitivity.
yes. I forgot about him.
I mean, unfortunately, there was no man in his life. He was raised by his mammy, and he acts overly emotional, like an overly emotional, bitter man. That if it just shows, you can tell his father failed him. I don't know his father or whoever he is, but you can tell he failed him. He teach him how to be a man, how to move and operate, and think and think logically instead of acting like a feminine, overly emotional, feminine little boy. He's probably that way. Who so happened to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? That was what it was. So that's how he had to take his built up testosterone out on the court. More than that, he's weak. I don't respect him. When you say something like Mark is a legend. Mark is a legend. Now, despite he didn't get no title, you
Top
can't
50
take
player.
away you can't take away his all-time contributions to the game. You can't do that.
No,
You talking about a 6'4" power forward who was out there out rebounding 6'10", 7-footers and just killing them.
That's
played
like
he
me,
was 6'11".
Diesel, that's like me in high school. Say if Eisenhower had a deep squad and we played against Benji Wilson, rest his soul, and Ben never got a championship. That's like me sitting on a podcast saying some you know what I'm saying? And I'm the fourth, fifth wheel on that Eisenhower team saying something about the number one player in the fucking nation.
Yeah, you don't. If you're a role player, man,
You know better. You know
don't
what this
speak
is.
on
You know
your
what it
accolades
is.
and stuff like that till you done playing.
Now
And
you
even
always a
then,
man.
you're gonna be
Nobody
limited
gonna
when
disrespect you as a
speak.
role player, but you know what this is.
Like here's a perfect example. Somebody like Robert Ory.
They be talking about how many rings he got.
He don't
Is he the
speak
GOAT?
on. He don't speak on
He the GOAT.
himself like he's a
Right.
he was a superstar.
Right.
He knows he was a role player and he got in where he could fit in.
Yeah.
And
was a damn good role player.
Successful career, yes. But you don't go comparing yourself to superstars.
That's
you
what I'm
just
saying.
don't.
Hey,
It makes you
now,
look bad.
I asked Diesel the same question. With Draymond Green and his career triple single average, would he get your vote for the Basketball Hall of Fame? First ballot.
Hell no.
I mean, well, the national media, when they discussing this, well, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. And I'm like,
No.
what?
Basketball Hall of Fame is so watered down. Though,
It's watered down, but he don't deserve to be in that.
No, but it's
even if you add in his college career, which they do as far as the Basketball Hall of Fame. That's what's crazy to me.
There's
no way.
So
the NFL don't do that.
No.
College football don't. It's
baseball
two separate
don't do
things.
it.
It's all NBA.
Well, the NBA needs to have its own Hall of Fame. That's the problem.
Yes, and then it would be a bigger standard for people to get into it.
Correct.
Because this
and
guy,
why they haven't done that is crazy. They leaving money on the table. They could put it in a state like Louisville. Kentucky. You know, the Hall of Fame, the museum.
He was a senior at Michigan State. I think he did. I think he played Draymond.
He played at Michigan State. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, didn't he play like all 4 years?
He had no
at least
choice.
To the junior?
He had no choice.
Right.
Exactly. And he was a second round pick.
I was gonna say he wasn't no lot. He was a second round pick. Look, he is a perfect example of somebody who's benefiting, took advantage of everything he had to offer in his game, and he was able to benefit on the team who had great shooters, great defenders, and great players. Because if it left up to him, he couldn't do it. That's why he whatever salary they offer him, he had to accept that because he know I can't go to the Chicago Bulls. I can't go to the Sacramento Kings. I can't go to the Clippers or the Lakers and expect and demand a certain salary. I can't.
But you hear what you just said?
I'm built for this system.
I would be paying him. I told Diesel, especially after what he just said, I'm playing. You change your goals when you get this old. No, our goal is always to win a chip for these people. He would be getting the veteran league minimum, not a penny more. Take it or leave it, because I could go get Angel Reese to come do what you're doing.
Damn.
Hey, your boy, when he was critiquing him,
He said
Rivers,
injuries.
when Rivers came back and commented back at him,
What'd he say?
he made this statement. He's like, what does it say about your career that you were on a team with all these good players, but you were the one that everybody always left open throughout all them championships? He said, why? Because you never learned how to shoot. He's like, you could never take time in any off season or whatever to get your shot better. Because this primarily, I think, why Draymond was commenting, because he feels like he don't get respect because of his offensive game. But that's on you. You've been in the league that long, and it's up to you to find a shot or something to make you formidable. But teams always back off you and let you shoot because they don't respect you.
Austin, and at least Austin put up points at Duke. He said Draymond is the luckiest basketball player in modern NBA history. He called Green's complaints about his offensive role comical and disrespectful. Rivers argued that Green's success was heavily reliant on playing with Hall of Fame teammates like Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, rather than his own offensive skill. He said on his YouTube channel that Green was drafted to a franchise with a Hall of Fame front office, Hall of Fame coach, the greatest shooter of all time, and one of the most lethal scorers of all time. And they don't even be mentioning Clay no more because Clay was balling too.
Yeah, and he
bro.
made that. You know why he commented? Because Draymond said that
Kerr hindered his career by not calling plays for him.
Wasn't calling plays for him.
You got all them options, and you're gonna call plays for this fucker.
Man, he the
Play
one
gonna call for him.
That's where all of that. That's where
you got Iguodala in his prime. You know what's right? Why? Why would you?
And he up there shooting bricks that would bring down a skyscraper. I mean, what the guy gonna do if you ain't improving your shot every season? If you improve your shot, then maybe he would call some plays for you.
What shot? Ain't nobody respecting his jumper.
Exactly.
And Rivers said he challenged Draymond to a one-on-one. Draymond, you can't do handoffs in one-on-one. You can't set a pick and roll in one-on-one. Damn.
Listen, we've seen many NBA players who come in the league their first, second year, they got no kind of shot. Horace Grant is a prime example. He came
big
in
hole, boy. He
no
was a shooter. He'd pop out,
all.
hit them 15
None at all. His first rookie year, somewhat into the second year.
Pip couldn't shoot either.
But by the time they got to their third year, Horace Grant was a force. You couldn't just leave him mid-range open.
You know, you be talking about the South, Diesel, and all our players who got us 6 chips, the main players were from the South, except for maybe Rodman. Ho was from Clemson. Pip was from Arkansas. Jordan was from North Carolina.
No, shit. Rodman's from the South.
Rodman's from the South.
I wasn't
He's
sure.
from Texas.
Yeah, Rodman's from the South. You know, so you better put some respect on the Dirty's name.
I said the SEC.
You put some respect on that.
That's the South. What the hell are you talking about?
No. I know that. That's why I'm always picking with you, because you always co-signing for the SEC. But North Carolina ain't the SEC.
What you want us to do is not our fault.
See, North Carolina ain't the SEC.
I don't give a shit. They don't have great athletes.
Clemson ain't the SEC.
They don't have great athletes.
Nah, that's where they coming from, though. That's where he bringing it up, though.
Stephon Diggs got acquitted. I watched some of the the court case of the lady who was making charges. She didn't seem credible at all. Y'all got anything to say about his
whole
acquittal?
thing was BS, man. He need to quit. He need to quit knocking down people that he. Everybody around him.
That ain't got nothing to do with it, though.
No,
that ain't got nothing to do with that.
He didn't hit that.
No. He did hit that and was hitting it.
Even if he did, look. Even if
he said they had a relationship. He
did
said
it? Oh my God!
Yeah, he knocked it down. But even if that's the case,
he was knocking down the other person.
The defense attorney for the DA to take this bullshit ass situation.
It never came.
You wasted taxpayers' money.
Yeah, it shouldn't. Look. He didn't do nothing wrong as far as
he hit that. Do y'all want me to bring up the video?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's sick.
He had a harem. He had a harem of women he was knocking down.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, he need to have better judgment as far as
Uh-huh.
People, he's got them working in his house and stuff like
Right.
that after he done messed with them. That
Diesel, you talking about a single mother raised son. That's what he
right.
was. He had no
All
father
of
figure. His
I
daddy
get
failed
all of
him.
it.
His
I get
daddy
all of
failed
it.
him.
Couldn't
But there's such thing as
he ain't
counseling.
drop no
Big
game on him, huh?
brothers.
No. Black people don't do counseling, remember? We don't do that shit. You laughed at me when
Man.
I talked about that shit. See? You see what I'm talking about?
Hey, I may laugh at you, but that's real
Nah,
talk. But it's
Nails.
real talk.
I talk about all the time. Black men, get your mental right. Diesel last get on the couch.
Done. Started licking the
No.
window.
I don't like. I start talking about your porridge and your cornbread. But that's real talk.
God damn,
If
this
you
is
need
crazy.
help, you need help.
This is crazy.
Ain't nothing around that. If you need help, you need help. And I know people. I know black folks who have went as far to get hypnosis on issues that they got, and it works. So
All right. Well,
I don't dispute
now
none
you
of
pushing
that.
for it. I'm glad you're doing it now because June's Men's Mental Health Month. You make sure you pushing this goddamn envelope on this bullshit too now.
Oh, well, it
I
depends
want to
on
see
what
you.
type of bullshit you putting up
See,
there.
there you see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
If he's
See what
talking
I'm
about
talking about?
support the SEC and all
This
of
is
these
bullshit,
hey,
man. I don't understand this, man. One minute you want the man to get some mental help. Now you
hey,
you said,
listen.
well, it depends on what you're talking
If
about.
you saying that he ain't had like no father figure and all of that stuff, I hate to see a person keep getting in and out of the news for things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. You got someplace you got to move right.
Right,
You
I get
know?
it. But he was acquitted. So it should be
Yes.
some vindication for him.
No, he never did nothing wrong with that chick. That chick was
Right. I'll
messing
tell
with
you who
him
needs mental
already.
illness. If that's the case, she needs to get her CA1s checked and get some and sit down on the couch. And you know what I mean? That's
She
the one that's
probably do
mentally ill.
too. She probably do
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
All right. So Marcellus Wiley,
Oh,
he denies sexual assault allegations from his accusers. I'm subscribed to his channel. Recently, former NFL defensive end and former ESPN and Fox Sports on-air personality
he
Marcellus
got like a bunch of them too.
was accused of. Yeah, but see, y'all.
But it's
Yeah,
again, it's just the
man, I
allegation,
can get a
bro.
bunch. I can go on Figaro and get a bunch of women to say all types of shit about you, man. That don't mean that shit happened.
Who said it that we saying this happened?
Because I'm reading it and you're like a bunch of.
Cause I already know it's like 4 or 5 chicks
But what does
Hey,
that
what
mean?
that came
look,
out
I'm
with
tell you what it means.
allegations.
We understand who Diesel voted for. He believes black men are all guilty until proven
And
innocent.
all savage rapists.
God
Yeah.
damn,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
crazy,
Oh
Diesel.
my God.
All
Oh
right.
my God. I see
Recently,
we still got the company commander and the motherfucker carrying this flag stick for the company, okay?
let me read this, man, before y'all
With
comment.
or without ace in the hole. He
Let,
fucking carrying that
let
fucking
me read
flag
this
stick.
before y'all comment. Recently, former NFL, ESPN, all right, Marcellus Wiley was accused of sexual assault by 4 individuals. The claims, which were addressed, all right, reported by Rolling Stone, a rock magazine. On Tuesday morning, Wiley responded publicly. He said, pick a date, pick the encounter, pick the allegation. For every one of them, I either saw, communicated through email, text, phone, was invited by these individuals after these dates to engage, to be intimate, or all the above after the dates that are in question. Okay, so this matters. Why it matters? Because it directly contradicts the narrative they're spewing. He posed a simple question: why did you continue to see or maintain friendly communication at minimum that can be verified, will be verified with someone that you're accusing of these alleged incidents? Wiley compared his situation to Stephon Diggs' criminal trial. Unlike Diggs, Wiley faces accusations from multiple persons. Unlike Diggs, Wiley has not faced criminal charges yet. Wiley has vowed to defend his name. To you, it's about money. To me, it's about my son's name that he will one day Google and think that this is about him. What is your son, retarded? But he's going to know it's about his dad, and how dare you stain the brain of my child and his hero. Wiley will not address any of the details. So at that point, he hadn't addressed any of the details. And before y'all go, this is what he dropped. He's got some paperwork. 9/17/25. Marcellus Wiley and Jane Doe, and I don't like that they don't show the alleged victims' names. Trustees of Columbia. So they were suing Columbia and Wiley, Columbia University, but it was all thrown out, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. What's y'all take on this whole thing? And is Wiley married?
Yes, he's
He's
married with
married.
kids. And here's my only
Look at
thing.
Diesel pissed, ain't he?
No,
Happy Mother's Day,
no,
Diesel.
no. I got one thing with Marcellus Wiley is
Yeah,
when
with kids.
when he criticized other people
He
who
does.
had those allegations
He
put
went in
against them.
on
And
OJ. He did go in on
but
OJ. Made a lot of funny jokes about that.
man, I'm talking about recent times. There's people who've been getting allegations and stuff, and he's been going in on 'em. So I'm just like, oh, it's ironic now. Now you got like four different people coming forward, and it don't feel good, do it,
But
right?
this
Even
is what
if
I've been saying. Me and Ace has been saying on this show from the beginning. Either we're gonna hang together or we're gonna hang separately. So the notion is there's multiple people, multiple women won't lie. Multiple women from your generation probably wouldn't have lied. Multiple women from Hink's grandmother's generation, you probably couldn't find four of them thirsty enough to make up stories like this. But in 2026,
yeah,
man, please.
but I think these are all from back when he was in school, if I'm correct. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if all
Yeah,
of them are
well, I
from
mean,
that
if they
time.
talk about from Columbia, yeah, because that's when he was in school. That's where he
Yeah,
went to
but
what? So
I wasn't. I mean, I don't.
So
None
he
of us
kept
know if
those
that
text
stuff
messages for 30
true
years.
true or false. We don't know. But all I know is it's kind of ironic now
he
because
might
how
have the same number. He never changed it.
yeah, it's kind of ironic how they
So if
going
you have the
in
same
at him.
number, you can get the records.
If they keep that data that long.
They should. They should. I mean,
It's in the
who
cloud, I'm
knows?
sure.
I hear you though, Diesel. It's a case of the chickens coming home to roost.
Well,
It's
hold on. That lawsuit. What year did they have on that lawsuit? I ain't
9/25. Let me go back to it.
okay.
It was September 2025.
Okay.
So this past September. And it was a motion dismissed. Order dismissed. And see what I just told y'all? I put a comment on there. We'll hang together or we'll hang separately. And then
I
here's
say
another
this.
one. That's just one document. And so here's another
And
one. There's supposed to be another Janine DeNoves. This one was dismissed the same day. And then another one, Jane Doe, was dismissed. So three of them are
Okay, so
supposedly.
one of them was when he was with ESPN in 2009, and I remember watching this past week, and the chicks it was a production assistant from ESPN and said he tricked her into coming into his hotel room under the guise that they were having a work meeting, and that this is all what she said, that he had said he had to use the bathroom, went in the bathroom, came back out, he was butt naked, got her up against the wall, and he ended up like busting one on her, but never like any intercourse or nothing like that. But that's what she alleges, and that was in '09.
Where was this at?
So
In the studios?
in a hotel, in his hotel room,
And she was
she
in there.
she
Why?
she said she called her for like they was having a meeting, because he was working at ESPN too.
Man, these
So
stories are just
yeah,
crazy as hell.
but who knows? And then you wonder why, if that's in '09 and this is 2026, why is that just not coming out? You know, I don't get
Correct.
it.
And I think that's his point.
Yeah, I mean, if that happened, why didn't you do something while you were still there at the station? Mm-hmm. Don't
Man,
know.
you would run out of there screaming and kicking and right? Calling 12. So y'all said these all happened in college, and these are saying one was in 2009, right? So let's
Mm-hmm.
see. He got married in 2014. So this would have been after all of the allegations.
These new accusations are part of an attempt to turn a 2023 lawsuit against Wiley into a class action lawsuit, which also names Columbia University, alleging the school allowed him to abused students in the 1990s. Then it says in November 2023, this chick sued Wiley, alleging he raped her in 94 when both were students at Columbia. Yeah, so I think it's like accumulation of different stuff, and they're trying to put it all in one thing or whatever. So I don't know. My whole point.
Now, my argument about I can get any, if you pay somebody enough, they'll say anything you want them to say. It's interesting. It depends on if there's documentation of any of this from way back in the day, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, the likelihood that you can go back and get 4 women from the campus I was on to say I did this and that. Do you know what I mean? It just seems unlikely.
There's got to be some type of time limits on that stuff, man.
No, not for that. There's no statute of limitation.
No? Okay.
No.
What for sexual assault there is. It's just a long time.
No, I thought it was I thought they said there is no time limit on that.
It used to be
I think
shorter. It used to be
Yeah.
shorter, but they extended it. Where's Columbia at? New York?
Yeah, somewhere on the East Coast. Because it's part of the Ivy League.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, and then we'll move off this limitation.
But whether that stuff true or false, who knows? I just
Now
know that
the
it's funny that it comes
the
back on him, and he used to be going in on people who were getting allegations.
Yeah, it's in New York. It's in the city of New York.
now the civil proceedings, the statute of limitations is going to be much shorter than the criminal proceedings, but they must still be. That's probably why I was dismissed, and why they should act like you know what I'm saying. I got to read through that paperwork. It was probably dismissed because it was past the statute of limitations for the civil proceedings, and in New York State. Let's see. In the state of New York,
And
the
I think
statute of limitations.
I think he's suing for defamation.
All right, in New York State, the statute of limitations for SA varies by the severity of the crime and the victim's age, with many felonies having no time limit. Serious felonies, e.g., first degree, are often have no statute of limitations, while others are 20 years, and misdemeanors are 2 to 5 years. So probably what Diesel's describing would be 20 years, but if anyone's saying that it was 4R, you're right, Hank, there is no statute of limitations. Or if it was a minor or something like that, there's no statute of limitations.
It's all bad, man. It's
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if it's proved to be untrue, ain't nothing we can do about it.
You can't get that back.
No,
because
you can't. You
it's
can't
just
fix
like
that. You can't change that. The court of public opinion is already out. They're thinking whatever they thinking. You screwed, man.
It's just like Michael Irvin.
Yeah,
Got
Kobe.
accused.
Kobe.
That the chick that I'm talking about, this one, he was working for the league,
Oh, but they had her on camera. He sued the shit out of NFL
Yeah.
Network.
Yeah, he won some money, big time.
So you could go to a Karen, right, Hank, and you could say, make these allegations against me so I can lose my job, and then I'm gonna sue him for $300 million, and then I'm gonna break you off for $50 million.
I think that's why Wiley is suing them for defamation, just for
as you should,
as he should.
Yeah.
All right. So Sideshow Bob, you guys may know him as Patty Mahomes. Rumor is that he's going to be a full-fledged participant at the OTAs. This is a veteran. He doesn't have to be there. He's coming off he's rehabbing from a very serious injury, which used to be career-ending back in the day. Now, my sources, rumor is that the reason he's rushing back is because he's concerned he might lose his position to Justin Fields. What do you have to say about that, Diesel?
CTE is a very big thing, and I feel that it affects you and Ace in the hole.
This is crazy.
Just like it does the everyday weekly players of the league.
I thought it's a serious question.
No, that's
Why?
some
Why?
nonsense. That's some
Why?
nonsense.
Why would he be rushing back? He's got to be concerned about something.
No, you want to get back because you love playing the game. And you know that your best chance to have a great season is with you playing quarterback.
So he ain't worried about the 5-time. I don't know how many Super Bowls he's won. The GOAT in many people's eyes is not worried about Justin Fields taking his job. Is that what you're saying?
Not at all.
You agree with that, Hank?
Not at all.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
At all.
And Diesel is naive
Ain't he?
if he's not concerned about losing out on some playing time to Justin Fields.
Thank you.
How the hell would he be worried about him?
Because it's a business. You ain't too far gone to see that, is you?
It might be a business, but I damn sure ain't worried about that applicant taking my job.
The reason they brought Justin in was so he don't have to rush back. Why are you at OTAs, man?
Again, you don't play the game. It's competitive fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any player with competitive drive and fire and they're good at the game, whatever they play, if they're healthy, they want to play. They're not trying to sit out and watch.
Tom Brady would never take downs for that reason. A starting quarterback, don't matter how good they are, they don't want to put the backup in because they know that backup could come in and go 14 for 14, and there goes the rumor mill. That's why they don't be wanting to back up the play, bro.
Look. People like Mahomes, you not caring about whoever they got that's coming in.
So you just resting on your laurels.
Injured. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you get your spot taken. And you got a thirsty guy like Justin Fields trying to prove himself to guys like you.
Listen.
In that weight room every day.
That's just you having wishful thinking.
Kelsey called him like Justin looking stronger.
He's hoping and praying that he gets some clock as the starter so he can say, did you see JF1? Did you see him out there? Mahomes ain't worried about that, man.
All right, that's fair. All right, anything else on that, Hank? This guy's
man. Only thing I can say is what Aunt Esther would say, and that is this: that's the only thing I can say. You need to stop this, man. I know you got a deep hate for Justin Fields. I understand.
It's been driven by them two, Ace in the Hole and this dude,
and he won't take accountability, Hank.
It's been driven by
I think
him.
his dad might have failed him too.
I mean,
he won't take accountability.
So another guy that dad failed him.
Yeah, blames me and Ace for everything.
I'm like, when the hell you guys get pom-poms? Like the dudes in The Longest Yard. You know how he was out there cheering for.
Oh, you silly. He's silly. he talking about the little transformers.
Yeah. The trans fats.
Boy, Diesel ain't shit, boy.
Yeah, he's stuck in movie land.
Hey, that's Ace and Jeremiah Mercer for sure. Both of them out there cheering. JF.
There's a transformer I'm thinking of. I can't put it in my mind. It was a hater, and that's you. It might have been the same fucking movie. Conspiring against. It was one of them prison movies. The Transformer. Might have been Penitentiary. I'm gonna do some research. It's a little dark skinned Transformer. That was a hater in there trying to get motherfuckers hooked up. That's decent.
Got the pom-poms, everything.
We'll see if we can pull that up.
Yeah, with JF1 out there, he'll be like, give me a D. Give me
We'll see if we can pull that up.
Give me a C.
Diesel's a sick man.
Yeah, he's a window licker. This is why you couldn't have him in class with the normal kids.
It's all driven by you and Ace in the Hole's love and obsession for this guy.
See?
No, it's your love and obsession for him. That's why you're hoping. When you read that story, you couldn't believe it. What? Mahomes trying to come back?
Rushing back early.
God dang.
All right. Mayor BJ, the mayor of Chicago, his last stand against the Zesty Dome. So your mayor, Diesel, is making a final stand for keeping the Chicago Bears out of the Zesty Dome stadium in Arlington Heights or Indiana. But here's how he's going about it. Karen, play the video. Mayor BJ, he concerns me. I think he's autistic.
And Mayor Johnson is in Springfield today, and it's clear not only is he insisting that the Bears stay at the lakefront, he's lobbying Chicago lawmakers to say no to an Arlington Heights deal.
So will he be persuasive? Let's check in with our political reporter, Marianne Hirsch. She's in the studio now with the latest on the back and forth.
A lot of back and forth today. There are Chicago lawmakers who agree with the mayor. In fact, one state senator, Willie Preston, says he will not support the mega projects bill that gives the Bears tax breaks in Arlington Heights. Mayor Johnson is at the state capitol along with mayors from across the state lobbying for various proposals to help local governments with funding. But that big question, will Illinois finally craft a deal for the Bears to build a dome stadium in Arlington Heights? Does not have Johnson's support. In fact, he's doubling down to prevent that from happening.
That's some good land.
We're talking about $8.1 billion in income that would be generated from the deal in Chicago. And keep in mind, we're talking about a publicly owned stadium, of which the vast majority of stadiums in this country are publicly owned. We already know the governor doesn't like the bill.
He's an idiot.
The Bears do not like the bill. There are members in the Senate caucus, both sides of the aisle, that do not like the bill. So we have a bill that no one likes that will give potentially property tax relief to a major corporation.
That is about as passionate
Man,
as we've seen the mayor on insisting the current bill that's being negotiated should be scrapped.
Listen, Superman
That
2.
is not likely to happen.
You remember the
However,
end of Superman 2?
He is generating a lot of the mayor.
Hold on.
He's not the only one there on behalf of the city. There were others there, aldermen are there working as well, and they're looking for revenue. It's just not in a coordinated effort.
And it seems like maybe this should have happened a long time ago.
Right. Okay, go ahead, Superman. What the fuck is wrong? Go ahead, bro.
The end of Superman 2. After Superman tricked the villains from Krypton and switched the powers, and they went powerless. And Lex Luthor was like, I tried, it worked. He was like, too late, Luthor, too late. That's exactly what I'm saying to the mayor. Too late. You should have done that shit a couple of years ago. Now you got no time. So anything
But do you and the mayor not realize that the Hallis McCaskey family, they don't want a public-owned stadium? This is the whole reason why we're here in the first place.
But that's the whole thing. If you tried to do that a couple of years ago, you'd be on something different. Because now what you're trying to do is going to cause them to move out of Illinois.
Right.
Because if you go blocking this thing,
right,
with that land that they already own,
right,
they're gonna run to Indiana. So he's a numbnut. He's a numbnut. It's too late. You can't do that. You need to push for look, Chicago, they're not gonna stay right here. That's done.
He's more passionate about this than Pookie and Ray Ray jumping on your whip all night.
He wasn't that passionate about keeping the goddamn street spotters.
No.
Right. Now, it's been hundreds of shootings where they used to have the shot spotters and notify the police, and they ain't out here no more, and they'll find bodies that's been laying there for hours and days.
And since when do Chicago politicians care about taxpayers' money?
Like I said, he's too late, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
I'm not surprised. This is the same guy who's talking about defunding the police, and yet you have the most gun crimes in all cities, but you won't keep talking about defunding the police. It doesn't make no sense to me, man. So he's ass backwards. DJ, just like you said, they're going to Indiana, man. You're not doing anything but driving them over there.
Right. If he keeps pushing this to get other state senators to not back it, that's exactly
look. Indiana's waiting. Indiana is waiting. Now, I think the only thing they probably gonna negotiate is, can we keep the Chicago name? I don't want to be called the Indiana Bears. They probably gonna try to push for that. Now, I don't know if they're gonna be able to make a deal.
I'm hoping they go right to that land that they got. Because again, if they move to Indiana,
I don't think they are.
Hey, it might happen.
I think with what they're doing, they're pushing them to Indiana, man.
Well, that's if anybody listens to him and his faction of people.
Him and his little faction.
All those mayors standing there.
He ain't got the pull that the governor do. The governor got
Well,
the
the
power
House,
to.
see,
Well,
the
according to him,
House
he
has
said
already approved.
the government doesn't agree with it.
But the
Right,
House
the
has
governor
already
don't
approved.
agree with him.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So
The
governor
governor agrees with the new bill. The House has already passed it. It's waiting for the Senate
it's
approval.
just waiting for
So
the
while the
Senate.
Senate's reviewing it, he got together with a bunch of mayors and did this. And there's been a proposal where, and we showed it on this show, where they talk about upgrades at Soldier Field and a different deal where, they sweeten it up for the Bears. He didn't come out in that approach. He came out talking shit.
Yeah, like why should we give them money? That type of stuff. Or why should we be giving them breaks? And listen, dude, you should have done that 2 years ago.
Correct.
Bring
If
Mayor
that's how you
Lightfoot back.
felt. Correct.
Bring Lightfoot back. God damn it.
Larry Light Blunt. Larry Hoover. he talking about bringing Larry from the Three Stooges back. He likes those butch studs. I'm convinced now.
God
I'm
damn.
convinced that you got affection. Let me pull her up. He said, "Bring Larry Light Blunt back." Yeah.
Hey, she was more entertaining, I'll tell you that.
She looked like Kermit the Mayor. Yeah,
And they get this young guy
All
a
right.
chance.
What's that other
Oh, my
little lady down there in Illinois? What's that lady name? They always talk about all the time.
At
What's her
Illinois?
name? Yeah, what is her name? That little girl, that lady down there they always talking about all the time. She ripping off the what is her name? I can't think.
No, but
with the bug eyes. She got the bug eyes.
That's the mayor. This is when Hank wants to bring back Diesel.
No, not her. I mean, bring her back too because she's entertaining. Yeah, bring her back.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And the spouse looks like an alien. That neck ain't even moving
Well,
normal.
that's love. Let's love. Push the agenda. Let's push the transformer agenda.
Big ups Larry Light Blunt. I don't want no problems. She ain't even from Chicago either. You know what I'm saying? She from Cleveland.
Just come here and take over. That's
right.
how it goes.
Right. That should never. Chicago never like. We don't like to vote no outsiders in. That damn Rahm Emanuel. They don't like that in Chicago. We'd rather vote a gangster in from Chicago than some outsider.
That was down there. Jesus Christ.
At University of Illinois?
No. She was she had problems where her security was got in trouble and she was the mayor of a small town.
Tiffany.
Tiffany Henry.
She done moved to Atlanta. She trying to run for office in Atlanta.
She'll win.
Yeah,
she'll win.
God,
ran up all the credit cards.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, Tiffany Henry. All right, so I think we're all in agreement on that. All right, let's get to the Bears. So Zay Frazier, 5th round pick by Ace's best friend Ryan Poles last season, cornerback, never played it down for us. The Bears have moved on from Zay Frazier. Any comments on that?
Well, I don't know if they ever released his personal issues he was dealing with.
They did.
Off the field issues.
Yeah, I know he had those issues, and so sometimes those things could be to the point it's not worth the papers written on. So and I think it was one of the situations. He never showed us anything. We got other players that's gonna like my man Muhammad. I'm telling y'all, my boy's real. I know Diesel has a hard time with some of them boys from the SEC and all that good stuff, but he's real, and I think he's gonna be a factor. So when you got somebody like Muhammad coming through there, Muhammad, it's gonna be easy to let this guy go. He might have some potential, but we never know. But we don't know if his off the court, off the field issues are gonna rise up again and kick up again. So it's not worth.
Now, see, he's one of them guys that can. Well, I'm sure they probably did try to get him some mental help.
That's what I was about to say, Diesel. I think it's mental health for him because they said it's going back to college. He was having trouble staying on the field in college.
Yeah, I think they probably did that when they drafted him. Like try to get him some help to get him on the right track. And
that's why he didn't play this season because that's where he was. Supposed to be taking care of that, but I don't know if he was. Now he might have did it for time and then just quit doing it. He just felt like it just wasn't for him, and maybe it's not. I don't know.
Who was the dude on Philly that got scared to shoot layups? Simmons.
Oh,
is he the Simmons of the NFL?
No, not Simmons. You talking about
No,
used to play for the Magic.
Fultz or whatever his name
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Oh, Fultz, but it was a dude on Philly too. He was the same thing. He was. It was
Ben Simmons just
Ben
got.
Simmons.
He just his. I don't know what
He
happened
didn't
to
shoot.
Simmons.
Remember, he got scared to shoot,
Yeah.
and then he went to mental counseling. And
Well, I thought that was I thought Fultz the one who
Fultz
had
did that too.
Yeah,
Because Simmons had some good years where he was like triple double type stuff.
but he wouldn't shoot. Y'all don't remember none of
Well,
this?
it came on later.
I remember that came on, but I think
later.
I think Markelle Fultz was probably a little bit worse than he was because
Yeah.
he never
really showed
panned
no
out. Because I remember he like the second or third overall pick,
second or first, yeah,
and he went to Orlando.
Yeah,
Simmons showed
and just
promise.
never got right. Yeah,
And then he got people start playing off of him, and then he wouldn't shoot.
Yeah, he wouldn't shoot.
And then he was scared to get fouled to go to the line.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff
what I'm
like
saying.
that. So it's
backdoored his way out the league. But yeah, Fultz never really stepped out. So Zay Frazier, we wish you well, and you get the help you need, and hopefully you don't end up on the Green Bay Packers, and then that way we can support you. If you end up on the Packers, we don't care. All right, Bears rookie minicamp news. It's my understanding they do this so that you can get the rookies through all the drills, through all the paces, so that once camp starts, they know where to go, where to be for this drill, that drill, and this drill. Anything y'all heard from rookie minicamp that's relevant here?
I just thought Ben Johnson, he was on it. Like the little stuff I heard him saying, like, hey, we get them in here, show them how things are done here, what we expect, what's expected of them going forward, that type of stuff. So I like that he's taking a hold of the incomers, and getting them blended into what we're doing. So yeah, I didn't hear nothing negative come out of that thing, other than that guy who, he ain't a rookie. So yeah, looking forward to camp, man. Looking forward to camp.
Yeah, look, I am too. I know we got June 1st is going to be coming up here soon, and there's going to be some cuts being made, and I know a couple cut candidates are there. I think there's going to be a lot of guys going to have something to prove. Stevenson's going to have to earn his keep, man. He's going to have to earn his keep. That Muhammad guy is going to be a factor. I really feel like, man, if he gets a fresh shot, he can. He's
the linebacker, right?
No.
Oh, what
He's the corner.
Cornerback.
They bringing him in because they don't want to pay Stevenson. What I'm saying.
And I think he can definitely make a push for defensive rookie of the year if he gets the opportunity. That's how good he is, and I think that's how valuable I think he's going to be as a draft pick. Now I know my man Ace said he don't like Ryan Poles, but that was a Ryan Poles pick, man.
Well, just
Fourth
like the
round.
end of Predator 2.
What the hell? You keep doing these goddamn movie references,
Hey, you said if he gets the opportunity. What did Danny Glover tell him at the end of Predator 2?
We don't know. What did he tell him?
He was like, "Don't worry, asshole. You'll get your chance." When he was like, "You ruined everything. You ruined all of these years of trying to catch
You
one of
realize
these
that
things."
was the worst Predator they ever made, right?
No, it wasn't. No.
Had nothing to do with the rest of the movies. Nothing at all.
Yeah, it did. It was linked to. It wasn't directly linked to the first one, but Predator 2 was not that bad, bro.
You're reaching, brother.
No, you reaching. That movie was not that bad. Gary Busey, Danny Glover.
Out of all the Predators.
No.
Had nothing to do with none of it.
No.
If you watch it, you like, dude, I could have did without this.
No. There's worse. There are far worse Predator movies than that one.
Well, man, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Now, I sniffed out Declan Doyle, a.k.a. Declan Doyle, and Hank, you weren't as dismissive as Ace and Diesel was. Now, I'm sniffing out Press Taylor, the new offensive coordinator, and I like Press Taylor better than I like Declan Doyle.
How do you make that assertion?
So he's the next new hot, sexy name. Just the way he explained. Now, he's a savant when it comes to offense, but just the way he explains stuff, bro.
It's a really strong room. with Case and Tyson and Caleb already. We have experienced guys. They have a good dynamic. I think he's going to fit in really well, which is important as well.
This is him here.
For all the reasons you just mentioned, but why is that important for you guys?
Hot,
to
sexy new name,
get
Diesel.
something, get him
Well,
developed?
he was a quarterback coach. Where did he come from?
He explained it. He came a long route. You know,
I remember him as a quarterback coach.
It's in our building. We're going to do our best to get the most out of. And I think a player like this that, has potential to become a guy in this league or stick around in this league and potentially play, which is our mission is to find that out, put him in positions to see if he could succeed in this realm. But
Ace and
I don't think
Diesel
you're ever
thinks
going to be
these
disappointed
guys
to have a
don't
full
do
quarterback
anything.
room.
They
A
ain't
lot
doing
of guys
shit
that can
with
play.
Ben
That's a great
Johnson.
problem to
He's
have.
calling all of
We'll
the
just
shit.
see where we can get him.
What roles do you envision the Sam Roush?
This guy's an offensive guru, man. If
Man,
you
he's
don't-
nothing but another mangy
down the hall,
ass
but,
fly boy.
I-
That's exactly
if
what
you
he
don't
is.
think they not
Coming
bouncing
straight,
ideas,
from
Diesel,
officer and a gentleman.
Diesel,
Came right out of there. He said, mangy
You
ass
can't just
fly
get
boy.
these jobs like that,
That's
Diesel,
exactly-
just to
No,
be
you
old
can't.
coffee getter.
All
That's
he,
not how it
all
works,
he
man.
is a little bitty sponge Brillo pad.
It's the
So
same
you
way they-
absorb.
It's the same way they did Declan Doyle. And
This is
Declan
crazy.
He's
Doyle.
got to absorb Ben's
So you're saying Ben Johnson is
okay?
just hiring idiots?
No,
A
he's gonna-
lump of clay.
He's going to
Nobody who can help him do his job.
Hey,
He's hiring a bunch of coffee getters. That's what he's hiring, a bunch of coffee getters.
A bunch of yes
Stand
men.
fast
Yeah.
over
You
there.
got to go get his coffee and wipe off the
Stand
chalkboard.
fast over there in the corner. Pay
This is
attention.
crazy.
Keep your mouth shut like a cat.
This is crazy.
That's
Keep your
what
mouth shut.
These
And
are
they
really
won't.
stuff.
They can't learn. Ace can learn. Diesel can't learn.
He's a window licker.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
These guys, he's got no input in this stuff.
He
All
does
he can
have
do-
input, bro.
All
If
he
you
can
listen
do is
to-
absorb. Ben Johnson's calling all the shit.
Bro,
This
good
is crazy.
leadership is gonna. You've been in the military. You think the CO didn't take counsel from the person beneath him? It's the CO's final decision.
He
but
might
you
get some
think
counsel.
he's
but
the
when
guy
it-
who's out here
but
in,
when
in,
it's
in the
game
front lines
time,
with these
In
guys
order
all
to,
day.
Diesel, in order to
he's
be a
not
great
calling
leader, you got to
nothing.
be a great follower, Diesel.
Yes.
You have to be. You can't. You got to be.
And you got to be able to listen to the drill sergeant when he says, when the commander's like, I'm thinking about promoting that Diesel guy and putting him in charge of everything. And the drill sergeant says he's a window licker. You think the CO wasn't listening to him?
You know what they are? They better be bounty quicker picker uppers.
Oh,
Because that's
okay.
all
This
you're
is
going to
crazy.
do.
This is crazy.
This is how dismissive they was,
It's
bro, about
absorb-
Declan Doyle. It's
absorb what he's. That's another mangy ass flyboy that he just put on the staff.
Call the
Right?
man mangy. This is
All
crazy.
right, Diesel. Let me hear from
They
Hank.
all
Hank,
are.
what's your take on but you probably ain't followed him, and I'll try to figure out where he came from while you're talking.
Yeah, you got to go through the files and find out where he
I've
came
heard
from.
I heard they talk about his name before, so I kind of have an idea. But I thought at one time he was like a assistant of the quarterback coaches.
Yeah.
And is what I've heard. But when I did hear him talk, I was really impressed by his knowledge of what he seems like he knows and
Yes.
how
he
he
was
wants
their
to.
pass game coordinator last year.
Diesel,
Last
please,
year, yeah.
Let me finish my
Let him
thought,
finish,
Diesel.
Diesel,
God
yeah.
damn, I'm sure there's some windows you could be licking right now. Let me finish my thought, brother. Okay.
You got to get your
Well, he don't lick the
personal
windows
swag.
until the other kids put the boogers on him first. Go ahead.
He's a cleanup man. Okay,
Yeah,
shout out to
he's a
Diesel, the
cleanup
cleanup guy. But I'm impressed, man. I really am. I'm really impressed by how he's talking now. Of course, we got to wait to see what happens on the field, and his influence is going to be on the field. Because guess what, Diesel? He's going to have influence over Caleb Williams too as well. Not
Damn
just
right
gonna
he
be
will.
it's just going to be strictly just take notes for Ben Johnson. He's going to have some influence over Caleb Williams. So we're gonna continue to see how he develops and go from there. I'm really impressed with the young man.
That's
Mangy
right.
ass
You just
fly
don't like him because he's white, Diesel.
Oh,
No,
okay,
that's not
now
it
the
at
truth
all.
comes out.
He
Now the
could
truth comes
be,
out.
be a black coordinator too. Now, saying I don't like him because he's white, coming from this guy, man.
Coach BJ wouldn't hire this guy to Hank made a good point to
What do you
even
think
have
the
access
possibilities
to
are
his
for somebody
quarterback
like Xavier Thomas,
if
just
he
getting
was a
to know
bum.
him and watching him, and obviously
he's
having
gonna have
scouted
him
him. What do you
absorb.
think about that player?
Hold on.
What are the
Yeah,
possibilities?
my fault.
I think the first thing that leaps off the tape is the speed element that he brings.
Oh,
Obviously we
where's
know
this
he's a
coming
dynamic returner.
That's him talking ball. But so to your point, Hank, He joined Bears as a pass game coordinator in 2025 before being promoted to OC. He was with the Jags, served as offensive coordinator for 3 seasons with the Jags, and he worked with Drop Dead Gorgeous Trevor Lawrence.
And you don't like him. So what does that tell you? You haven't liked his offense since he came in the league, right?
Indianapolis
I don't
coach.
see you putting up a stop sign right now. No.
Indianapolis coach. He worked as senior offensive assistant. He was with the world champion Eagles from 2013 to 2020. Started as offensive quality control coach, rising to quarterbacks coach and passing game coordinator under Doug Peterson, winning Super Bowl, I think that's 52. And with your quarterback who you like so much, Diesel, who you were willing to give up a first round pick for. Who's the guy who won the Super Bowl for the Eagles, Hank, before the
Foles?
black guy?
Foles?
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles. This guy, when Nick Foles was with the Bears, we can get a second round pick for his old ass. Diesel. So this guy made Nick Foles who he was.
He didn't make him who he was. He wasn't a damn coordinator.
Well, he was
that was the head coach.
Guy.
The head coach was calling them damn plays.
Just he was like the quarterbacks coach and passing game coordinator.
He's nothing but a little mangy fly boy. You ain't liked him when he was with the Jaguars.
Hold on, Diesel. Do you see this? It says was a quarterback coach and passing game coordinator under Doug.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, but he wasn't an offensive coordinator.
He helped develop Nick Foles, though.
Yes, man. Come on.
Do you realize running offense is more than game? Don't just show up on game day and call plays.
Man, listen.
Did you
like him when he was in Jacksonville? No, you didn't even know who he was. You couldn't stand Trevor Lawrence. Now you don't want to take accountability for what you said about him, right? He's a mangy ass fly boy. His job is to sit there and absorb.
He's anchored. He's anchored in his. This is what him and Wordsmith. Him and Wordsworth do the same thing on the other show. They just keep repeating the same shit over and over. I can't wait to have them sit down at the Wordsworth and Diesel show, and they both gonna sit there repeating the same shit over and over for 3 hours.
If we add a show, it's gonna be going in on all 3 of y'all: Bluegrass, Jeremiah Mercer, and Ace in the Hole. That's what we would be doing.
All right. Any other news from Bears rookie? Go ahead. But I did want to play a video. You like that cornerback? I like that receiver, bro. He reminds me of a young King Von.
You talking about Thomas?
Yes. He got some swag about him. I'm gonna find that video. He got some swag about him. He talks a good game, and he's a Southern boy. He's calling the press boss. You like that, don't you, Hank? Boss. He's a boss. Yeah. I was like, damn, they gonna
get
fix
out there
that
and do my best, boss.
Well, y'all sick.
Whatever you say, boss. We sweeping the floor, boss. Let me see. Let me find
individual, man.
Hey, man,
that's I gotta go get the donuts, boss, early in the morning.
Yeah. What's the minimum wage? That seemed like enough for me. $7.25, boss. Whatever you say, boss. It's gonna be hard, boss, but I'm gonna find a way. The Lord gonna lead me, boss.
Hey, boy, y'all some sick people, man. Hey, look, as far as the mini camps, man, I know they still looking at this tight end position and still trying to really question that.
Yeah.
You're going to have 3 tight ends, man. This is the way the offenses are moving towards in the NFL now. It is what it is. That 12-man, 13-man
we were
sets.
5th in the league last year with 13 personnel.
But that's the direction it's going. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why they so gung-ho about trading Clement. I mean,
Cole Kmet?
Yeah, I mean, didn't he just
they restructured his deal. Yeah. I said fire his ass and restructure. He's on the first thing. I'm gonna tell you why
he shouldn't have been restructured
because he fucking sucks. That's why he's overpaid. Cole Kmet is overpaid. He sucks. Diesel, you got anything to say about this?
He's not overpaid no more.
Listen, he's another mangy ass fly boy.
God damn, man.
That because of he speaks kindly to the press.
Yep.
He's
a local boy.
Over glorified for his lack of production.
He went to Notre Dame. Half our local press went to Notre Dame. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's been too many times we've seen him blow blocks,
Yeah.
get hurt,
Yeah.
miss ball. Man,
He
like,
threw
man.
Justin Fields under the bus.
Oh yeah, he did do
multiple times.
Did do that.
Well,
Yes.
Diesel, you all appreciate him then.
No, because it wasn't. My whole thing with Fields is it had nothing to do with that. You know, you don't throw your quarterback up under the bus like that. You know,
When the
especially
narrative
when
started,
you've been garbage and whiffing on blocks.
you've been garbage.
So
if Justin had a Travis Kelce, who knows? He might have, played a little better.
And you know, them getting another tight end, it's just where they got him. You know, I wanted them to get another tight end, but that high, no, not with your other needs on defense.
But
that was my problem.
Finish your take. You said you don't know why. We just had to come in and tell you why some of us want to cut commitment.
I see. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I'm just this 12-man, 13-man sets, man. It's the new thing in the NFL. We got to get used to it. So running three tight ends is not going to be uncommon. And I like the way that Ben Johnson did it last season. I can imagine now we got another weapon, 6'6", a big target. Is going to bring to our offense, man.
I don't play devil's advocate with Diesel. I see your point. The reason they're doing that is because teams have been sitting in the Lovey too high, and so you need to break them down and pull them out of that by running the ball and being physical.
Yeah.
But to Diesel's point, and which I was saying too as well, but Diesel jumps on your takes, licks the window, and then makes them his. A running back. If you're going to run 12 and 13 and want people to take you seriously with the play action, you should have a goon back there at the running back who everybody respects and not somebody just getting yards because your offensive line is the best in football.
Yeah. Well, look her.
So we could have got a running back with that pick instead of the tight end.
I think we need another running back.
At the third round, what running back was there available for us to get it in the third round?
There hadn't been that many taken, though.
Yeah, but I didn't like the ones that was available. That's the thing about it. If it wasn't going to be Love, if it wasn't going to be my man from Jesus Christ, where did one from Arkansas go? The one that had fumbling problems. Washington, I think his name is.
Well, it wasn't going to be Love. We know that.
Yeah.
Both of them Notre Dame backs left first round. Both of them.
No, the other one go first round. I think he went like second round.
No, he went to Seattle in the first round. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think it was first round though. I think it was second. I
check.
don't think it's first. But either way, I tell you this: I like the running back from Indiana.
He was decent. He was decent.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't, probably give a look at him, and they still could have got him in the sixth round. I think he ended up like in the fourth round. I think one of them did. The one I like ended up
number
in the fourth
32 round. Pick in the draft. Notre Dame running back Jadarian Price to the Seahawks, first round pick.
Yeah, well, it's just like the second round. It's right there.
But
I say this. I had no problem now that I'm sold on this tight end. I had a problem at first. Did my research. I watched.
Me too. Saw his highlights. He's a baller.
And once I seen that, I'm like, okay.
Heard him talk.
I'm the first one to tell you, I didn't want no offensive players in that first 3 picks, our first 4 picks.
That's what we all said.
I pushed that. Now you had to sell me on that, and then once I seen what they got, I'm like, okay, well, I can go with it.
No,
it's like what would have been the alternative, right?
I think they sold some wolf tickets because I wanted at least 2 defensive players taken with them first 4 picks, at least 2, and we only got 1. So I'm like, look, man, now you telling me based on your team, I'm talking about GM, head coach, or whatever, we gonna have to outscore people because we think our defense is just right.
But Diesel, this is why I counter you with this, because we got Mohammed, who is a second round grade a player.
Talent.
Yes.
Okay.
And we got him in a 4th round.
You can't pass up on guys from the South running 4.2 speeds. And I'm not saying that to be facetious. You can't. It's hard to pass up on them dudes, Diesel. We also needed to improve our team speed. It wasn't just defensive line. We were slow out there, and I heard you complaining about it on our thread multiple times.
I wanted a faster linebacker or a faster end.
Yes.
And we didn't draft none of them in them first 4 picks.
But we brought in
No,
a faster
but hold
linebacker
on.
off
We
the
got a
free
fast
agent.
linebacker from Arizona State. Yes, we
Correct.
did.
Yeah, but that was after. Them first 4 picks, only one of them was a defensive
But
player. That was the
didn't we bring
safety in
in
the first
Bush
line.
too, though? He's
Yeah.
he's fast. He's gonna shore it up.
I don't know. I liked it. I wanted to see at least 2 defensive players in them first 4 picks.
I mean,
We
I
only
wanted
got
to see
one.
all defensive players.
Yeah, I did too. I mean,
But-
our first 4 picks, I wanted all defensive
But I
players.
mean, if they would have took 3, I'm cool with that too. If they
Yeah.
would have took 4, I just said I wanted to see at least
Minimum
2.
2. Right.
And these dudes went and said, "Hey man, we
Because
getting one
they
in the
had
first
players
round."
falling in their lap. These are that fit everything they looking to do, and they just bringing dogs in the house. You know, we had 11 wins last year with that shoddy defense. The defense has improved. You can get more coverage type sacks, and you got some players that was hurt that's gonna come back. You just got to get them guys.
Is
some
it dogs
deer
in the
spray.
house that's gonna run up there and bite them when they come through the door? Is it a dog in the house that's gonna run up there and act like they're gonna give them a treat?
Hey,
Okay.
I tell you this. This is what we got. We didn't get the big names, but we got some good depth. That's what I've seen that we got.
Athletes.
Yes.
You're right. And they're going to work with them boys. And they say they're going to coach them up.
But it's not like we didn't try to get the big names. It's not like we didn't try to get the Max Crosby. We tried to get the Micah Parsons. The deals was just one lopsided for us to even make the
Well,
move.
it's still time. The book ain't closed yet because we still got to watch these teams with their cuts.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a ton of players out there.
But we're poor. We don't have no money for them.
It's going to get cut. Well, if we cut people too and then pick up, you see what I'm saying? So it's that game that they play. And I'm saying, like, I really don't want those veteran D linemen who nobody signed or picked up.
The ones we've been bringing in for years that ain't doing shit.
Yeah, because they never do shit when they get here. They never do. The only one we had that actually did something and we were shocked, and he broke the sack record, Robert Quinn.
Yeah.
That was shocking, right? But everybody else, it seemed like we pick up as defensive ends that are veterans. They don't do
people ain't
shit.
releasing those players too often.
They can't adjust to the Chicago turf, the grass.
Well, that's old. They fixed all that, bro. We got world-class grass.
But I'm saying they don't play well on it.
It ain't the turf. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, I mean, listen, you wanted to move off JF1, okay?
Yes.
Right. Okay, you made that clear. Let me finish. You wanted a generational quarterback. So now it's a new day. And that's what they trying to tell you. It's a new day, bro. You got to look for Nails to come back and improve. Nails has got to your point about winning on offense, which I don't agree with. You know, I'm a defensive wins championship guy, but Nails has got to make up for those deficiencies. Nails has got to improve from 58% completion percentage. Nails has got to drive some of these victories, and the defense just has to kind of hold their own.
Yeah, like I said, you got to outscore these people. That's what you're banking on.
You brought in a $13 million coach and a generational quarterback. You bringing in all these offensive weapons? Yes. I don't
want to see no more. I don't want to see no more mangy ass fly boys.
Tell me this guy don't remind you.
They got a roster full of them.
Tell me this guy don't remind you of King Von. This that Southern boy. I love him. He gonna be a baller. He happy.
It's been a blessing for the most part, just getting to know teammates, creating relationships with guys I'm finna be going to war with. It's been a blessing for sure.
Chris talked a lot about your potential on the kickoff return. As you kind of get familiar with the new setup in the NFL, what does it take to kind of revise how you see that play?
Just learning every day. Because it's obviously different from college, so
this
just
boy
getting
gonna
the
make
gems
plays.
that
Remember
coaches been telling me the last couple of days is how I'm exceed the expectations.
You scored 4 different ways.
And he remind me of the one we got out of the East Boogie last year.
He sounded like a Southern rapper.
Yeah, he remind me of King Von. He remind me of Von. They're going to love him in Chicago.
Do you have a different mindset for each role that you play on the field?
He even got an O on his chain. Look like O block. See it?
I have the same mindset, and that's just put the team in the best position to win. So that's my goal, whether I'm getting the ball on punt return, kick return, running back, outside receiver, slide receiver. It's the same mentality.
You play Madden? You play Madden?
Yeah, for the most part.
Does that help you at all in learning the new kick return rule?
Not really. I watch a lot of NFL ball, so I was kind of familiar with it.
Student of the game.
Has Ben Johnson shared
he
with
watches
you
a lot of
sort of
SEC games,
what the
Blue Ray.
possibilities might be with you on the field? Because it feels like you're his kind of player.
Yes, sir. We had a long conversation. Him just telling me what's the expectations here, and
He had a long conversation with BJ. BJ ain't wasting his time with bums.
Nah, he
BJ,
talked to all them rookies, man.
long conversation. He said if Ben Johnson had Velus Jones, y'all would be looking at him like the way I look at him.
He ain't getting that much clock in Seattle. Okay.
hopefully what my role will be is all gonna be dictated to me, how grab the offense and stuff like that. So it's all gonna be up to me.
How difficult is it out of the gates? Chris Taylor was just saying it's like all the rookies are drinking out of a fire hose right now to try to learn the volume that's coming your way very early on.
It's not difficult at all. It's a great coaching staff. They're gonna put us in the best position to exceed, so it's not difficult.
When you self-review your game, where do you think you, as a receiver, you need the most polish?
It's always room for improvement everywhere. Whether that's getting out of my break, whether that's plucking the ball, there's always improvement. So I'll say everywhere.
David, you didn't play in college.
Sound like he got a pretty good head on his shoulder.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Tackles.
Yeah.
Like how much of that is what you think you can provide at this level?
That's going back to what I said earlier. Just putting my team in the best position to win. So if I got to break 10 tackles,
If Nails had this attitude and this humility, bro, I would be 100%. I would paint his nails for him.
If he
that's
had
what I
that
gotta
type
do.
of humility, he'd probably be on a stretcher.
it's just gonna happen.
Is that like your favorite play in college?
Yeah, for the most part. I really didn't realize how good it was till after I seen it on film. I was like, oh, that was a decent play.
How long have you been returning kicks and punts, and
See, King
specifically
Von.
when it comes to tracking punts? Like, when did you realize that was
Air
something
quotes
that kinda
gonna
came
do it
after?
side by side with him and
Hey,
Von.
you see they signed old boy from Pittsburgh too, the receiver,
The Vanilla Gorilla.
Scotty Miller.
He's talking
I
about
think his
Miller.
name.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I
He
think
used to
he'd be
play.
like
He used to play with Cole Kmet back in the days.
At Notre Dame?
Yeah.
No, high school. I think it's high school.
Somewhere
okay.
he played with him, but I think he'd be a good fourth or fifth receiver.
I've been doing it my whole life. When I first started doing it at Mississippi State, it kind of was natural to me. So I was growing up
He
doing it,
is
so
an
it wasn't
SEC
like
boy,
nothing really
Diesel.
different as far as like tracking the ball. You just got to go catch the ball.
I know you guys didn't have a whole lot of 7-on-7 or anything, but did you have any impressions of Dylan Thieneman, the first round pick?
He a first round pick. He a hooper. He a baller. Ain't no question what he can do.
That's King Von all day, boy.
It's faster. I guess that's for y'all to decide.
That's for y'all to decide.
What do you
Yeah,
think
why
about coming to a place like this that has a legacy of Devin Hester as a return man?
It's a blessing. He was actually here yesterday, and I didn't see him. I didn't realize, but I was thinking about it last night. I had seen it on social media. I'm like, I ain't seen him. It kind of hurted me, but just being familiar with his game, being familiar that he's the best kick returner of all time, and
See the
me being
respect?
able to play the same position as him, watch his film and stuff like that, it's a blessing. And
He ain't saying, special teams coach ain't watching film with me and all this bullshit that you hear from Nails.
He's way more level-headed, man.
Yes.
Your
He's
boy,
raised better.
Your boy is, like I say, he's a weirdo.
Yeah, damn.
He's a weirdo. I think the weirdo part is what makes him different. Because if he was, humble and everything, he probably wouldn't. He probably would have got hurt or something. But because he's such a off kilter, it kind of works for
He
him.
gonna play on that ACL tear and not tell nobody.
He sure would. I'm good to go. Come on, guys. I'm good to go. Then get back and do an MRI. Man, you tore your knee up in 5 places.
I'm surprised Diesel ain't referred to some goddamn movie by now.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
He likes Nails too much for that, bro. See, Nails is his pet project.
See, I can put him in. It just take me. Ain't too many movies I watch with weirdos.
Yeah.
So he's out there in space.
Oh, Lord.
Just remember what I told you, man. This kid out of Mississippi State, hey, they gonna look good, man. They brought him in.
Nah, he's out of LSU.
Oh, he's
LSU.
LSU. What was he saying about Mississippi State?
Think he went there for like a first year.
Oh, he must have gotten the portal. Yeah, he must have
Yeah.
gotten the portal. Okay. Yeah, but this kid's gonna be the business, bro. I think he's gonna be scat packages, and he gets yak, so he could kind of replace some of that yak DJ Moore was getting.
We're gonna have a full receiver room. Because remember, they got the dude who was a returner receiver from Detroit too.
Oh, the veteran.
Yeah, so you count.
He may get cut though.
He may, yeah.
Yeah,
Like Diesel's got a proclivity for this dude. He brings him up every
Well, because
show.
I'm talking
He
about
ain't made played a down for the Bears.
I'm talking about the total amount of receivers. So you got Miller, the guy from Detroit. You got this rookie. Then you got Burton, Dunze, and who else
Walker.
was the Walker?
Walker.
He's still on. See, so you got like six receivers right there.
Man, we going into the training camp with 8.
Yeah,
They said Scotty Miller was impressing on day one, catching deep balls from God knows who. Who quarterbacking out there? Because I know Milz ain't out there.
I hope Bilbo is out there getting in some OJT.
Think Burgess? Oh, Tyler Burgess?
We brought in a new quarterback too.
Yeah, I seen that. I ain't see his name though.
Rookie.
Damn.
Dylan Thieneman, the top pick. Logan Jones. They said Thieneman made a big mistake, a big error on the play, and they got burnt. But he said he learned from it, and they came back with the same shit. And Thieneman made a play, and that's what you're looking for out there. You know what I mean?
You learn from mistakes, yeah.
100%.
Learn
they
now.
They got a 6'4" wide receiver from Michigan State too. I've seen that.
Who, the Bears?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, a lot of these players ain't gonna make the. Our team is good now, so even when you bringing in everybody want us to get this player and that player, do no good to bring in a defensive tackle or a defensive lineman if he gonna get cut.
That's true. That's true. I mean, that's Diesel's situation. Gripe. He's complaining about it, but
just bring in defensive players for the sake.
Just bring in anybody. Just bring in anybody. We just need one body.
Oh yeah, we got all these picks, and we're not gonna pick one motherfucking defensive player. Get these mangy ass offensive fly
Call
boys.
these men mangy, man. This is crazy.
I mean, and this is the guy who, when we was moving on from Justin, was talking about the modern NFL, and you got to be able to throw the ball around and score 30 points a game. This is what they're doing now. They're doing just what you and the meathead media wants.
That is within reason. You still got to fulfill positions of need. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And you the fucking port watch section fucking leader, and then you got this personal flag carrier here, and fucking Ace in the Hole is the fucking guide on.
Why gotta be all that, Diesel?
Come on. Y'all is cheerleading section.
This is crazy, man. Diesel, you going through it this weekend.
He going through
cheerleading
it.
section.
He need to get his A1Cs checked.
I believe that.
You get your prostate checked by this guy.
Why you gotta be my guy?
All right.
If you get your prostate, you better want to be a woman with smaller hands.
Exactly.
He gonna get Hink's guy to do it.
Diesel say he wants a guy.
Yeah, he does.
Now, that's what Mercer wants. He want to see your guy.
The woman coming there, he's like, "Get out of here!" I didn't, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I need one of them sausage finger dudes.
Hey, so y'all got anything else on the mini cap? I want to move to the final topic, which is going to be the colors, copper colored culture in the Derby. I'm glad Bluegrass is here for this.
Yeah, at least he know a little something about horse racing.
Correct. Yeah, y'all know something about it. It ain't really been my thing too much since Secretariat. I ain't been watching it.
Damn, that's a long time ago.
The first 15 Kentucky Derby winners were African American men. In 1902, Jimmy Winkfield became the last. In 1902, Black American culture. All right, and I think that's Jimmy Winkfield there, and he's definitely colored. Okay. Let's see here. They're just showing different pictures. Karen, can you make this bigger? All right, let's see here. So big ups to these jockeys. I'm going to pull up a list of them shortly. There he is, number 5, riding them horses. All right, 1902, Jimmy Winkfield. I don't know if they have talk about him when you go to the Derby, or if they got a statue of him outside the Derby, or any reference or pictures. I don't know. I'm just asking. All right, these are the colors here. Doing what colors do. All right.
What does
There
that
you
mean? What
go.
does colors do? What does colors do? What does that mean?
And standing around, this was doing it, showing his teeth.
God damn.
Like a couple of them so black you can't even see them, but the cameras were different. All right.
This is so disrespectful.
My man got a cane though. That look cool. All right, let's move on. All right, look at this. Jimmy Winkfield. All right, so I don't know if y'all were aware of that. Was anybody aware of that? Because I sure wasn't aware that the first 15 winners of the Derby, as far as the jockeys, was colored. Y'all knew that?
Yeah, I think Oliver Lewis won the first one ever. They, like most sports, and I believe it was Jim Crow that got them all up out of there. They got like all of the black jockeys, because this was going on prior to uh, yeah, I think it was Jim Crow that got like all of the black jockeys and stuff pretty much up out of there, where they weren't still competing like that on those circuits. And it had a long lasting effect, man, because to this day, you be hard pressed to find a black jockey in the United States. They're usually mixed
They're gonna be
Caribbean.
Spanish speakers.
Yeah.
You get the browns and the small little titty pinks.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all at like the off circuits. They're not at any of the major circuits.
So they're just there to warm up the horses.
No, there's like, well, those are the horsemen. There are a lot of black ones out there that help, clean, look after the horse and stuff. There's a lot of them.
You talk about the stable hen,
right? Cleaning up the shit.
But
now what you starting to see more is the jock. I mean, not the jockeys, but the trainers.
Trainers, yes.
Yeah.
Because you have like these top trainers for years, and for like me, a lot of the trainers that I grew up knowing about, liking, a lot of the jockeys, most of them been retiring. But a lot of the trainers, their assistants and so forth, they end up taking over for them when they go. Sometimes their sons, like even in the Derby, you had one trainer, his son had two horses, and the main trainer only had one in the race.
You know where else we dropped the ball at with all that? Oh, I'm not going to be here. The caddies. Man, caddies out here are making six fucking figures. Hold on, but let me say their names. Oliver Lewis won the inaugural Derby on
He won the first one.
What's that? Aristides in 1875. William Billy Walker, 1877, won on Baden. George Garrett Lewis in 1881 on Fonzo, code name. Babe Hurd, that's probably where Babe Ruth stole his name from. Babe Hurd, 1882, won on Apollo. Isaac Murphy, 1884, 1890, and 91. The first to win 3 times on Buchanan, Riley, and Kingman, and first to win black to black. Esquire Babe Henderson, 1885, won on Joe Cotton. Isaac Lewis, 1887, won on Montrose. Alonzo Lonnie Clayton, 1892, youngest winner at age 15. And he probably lied about his age, knowing that black son of a bitch. I guarantee you wasn't no older than 13.
God,
James Soup Perkins, 1895, won at 15. Willie Sims, 1896, 1898, only black jockey to win all 3 Triple Crown races. Willie Sims, damn. Jimmy Bolin, 1900.
He did it twice, I think, right? 1896, 1898.
You think he won the Triple Crown twice?
Nah, they would have said it.
They would have probably, they definitely would have said it. Jimmy Bolin won on Lute Gibson. Jimmy Winkfield, 1901, 1902, last colored jockey to win, doing so in black to black years. Harold Booker won on Judge Himes in 1903. So how was he the last colored to win if Harold Booker won it the very next year? I don't know. Marlon St. Julian, modern era, finished 7th on Curul, and Kevin Krieger at
Kevin Krieger,
Nigger Krieger.
and Marlon St. Julian. So let me tell you,
Yeah.
those guys are.
We said their names.
Marlon St. Julian and Kevin Krieger. They're what we would call Cajuns because they come from down there in that bayou area. So you know a lot
High
of
yellow,
jockeys.
straight hair, speaking French, speaking that patois.
Marlon St. Julian, I believe he was known for a race. I believe it was St. Julian. He had a race where the race was in the fog. And, you know, they still run the race, right? The announcer, he just be waiting till they come back into the screen around the turn.
Nothing.
He never let his horse run the damn race, but people wagered on him. So he just basically at the starting gate and didn't run the race.
He was too dangerous for the horse.
And he got in trouble for it.
He didn't want to hurt the horse.
No, that was a hustle right there. I believe it was him. Don't quote me, but I believe it was Marlon St. Julian. But those Cajun names, Kevin Krieger, I think Deshaun Parker, he still runs. Man, he got to be getting up there by 60. But he's a good jockey on a B circuit. Them two jockeys, St. Julian, Krieger, B circuits. You know.
So how did we go from dominating it to not dominating it? And then when y'all, I don't know if y'all been to the Derby, when y'all watching it, do they ever mention any of these legends of who started it?
Every now and then, every few years, they made. I know when Kevin Krieger, I think he was in the year that he was in there, they mentioned something about him being a black
but they're gonna
jockey.
mention that. But I'm talking about the people who started this shit and showed everybody how to do it.
Every blue moon, bro. They don't do it every year. It's every blue moon. They'll bring up the fact that, hey, when this place started, and I never hear them though saying how you can get more black jockeys into the business, right? I never hear them. I know there's jocks, ones I loved and liked. They retired. They started like schools and academies. And there aren't many American jocks. Most of them are from Caribbean places, Venezuela, Puerto Rico.
Because you got to be underfed.
And probably the stature of the person.
Diet. You got to be
you gotta.
Yeah, they definitely got a weight limit.
If you make weight, you can't run. You know, if your weight is over, so and trainers and owners won't give you mounts. So you got to be. And those dudes, when they're saying they 15, they're apprentices. So an apprentice can run with less weight than a guy who's been out there longer. And trainers tend to use apprentices because they can save weight.
This dude was a winner at 15. The other dude, they won at 15.
No, I'm saying you win at 15, but they were probably apprentices. You are an apprentice at 15 years old. You got to be.
So you put your apprentice on your star horse at the Derby.
If they're good. So, I mean, if an apprentice is good, you're going to see him on the top trainers' horses throughout the season if he keep winning.
Well, at that point, you're no longer an apprentice.
No, you don't lose your apprenticeship till the season, till that year's over.
Got you.
Then you become a journeyman jockey. But yeah, you can get to carry that lightweight, 4-5 pounds in most races. So I guarantee you them dudes who won at 15, they couldn't have been running when they was 14. That was probably their first year apprentice.
I mean, I find this fascinating. What's your take on this, Bluegrass?
Well, I know during that time where we started off, they was talking about they allowed us to do it because how dangerous it was of a sport to have, a small leg person on top of one of them great big huge animals. So now they realize it's not as bad, and I think what it is, they don't want all these blacks part of this history. You know, they probably feel a certain way about that. So now we need to kind of get some more good old white boys.
It's a rich white man's
Yeah. And
sport.
so when you got stuff like that, they don't want the history full of just African Americans who end up winning a race and all that. We need to offset some of that. So we're gonna get some white boys or get some of these Mexicans who claim to be white anyway. So
That's a great take, and especially about the danger of it. And then we were able to harness that power and become one with the animal. Probably the same reason why we were NASCAR drivers in the very beginning, because of the danger, associated with it. Not to mention the bootlegging. But that's interesting. Go ahead, Diesel. What was you about to say?
It's a rich white man's sport. And them getting blacks getting run out of the sport, they do that in most sports. When
Baseball,
they see you dominating,
basketball, NBA's doing it now.
they're going to change the game up. And there's been, matter of fact, I remember Marlon St. Julian. Now those guys from the Bayou, from Louisiana, Arkansas, all down there, that circuit. A lot of those riders would come to Arlington when the meet would open. And it's funny because Arlington would open on Mother's Day. Go Mother's Day
All
to
right,
like
and
the end
this
of
is
the
our
summer.
Mother's Day show.
Yeah. And it would open on Mother's Day, and a lot of those jockeys, Mark Guidry,
So you'd
Michael
be there
Dixon,
with your hat on with the other mothers.
all
Diesel
of the-
used to be there.
all of those jockeys, Cajuns. And
with his
I
crown
remember
on, he gave his crown.
I remember Marlon St. Julian almost was the top rider at one of the meets here. And I remember, I think it was Mark Guidry made like a racial ass comment, like something to the effect that they letting anybody, or said like the N-word, something he said. And yeah, but a lot of them guys, it don't change, bruh. That stuff don't change. That stuff be deep rooted. Now don't get me wrong, a lot of those guys, the jockey colony is more dominated by Latinos than anything now, right? And there's a handful of white ones. Most of them are Cajun though. The majority of them. It's few to find white American jockeys that aren't Cajun, right? There's some, but the majority are Cajun. But just the black ones, there ain't none. They done got ran up out of the sport, and then, how many you gonna find with the stature and stuff to want to do that and have to go through that? It's just unfortunate because they would probably dominate the sport like they used to.
Yeah, man, we losing our way on all those trades, and it's just interesting how that happened.
Man, who do you know that's black that own farms or they got horses where you can go ride and stuff like that? Because that's how a lot of these guys get started. They know people who got horses when they little. They'll start riding, and then they might have somebody who's a trainer at a track be like, "Hey, why don't you see if you can ride this horse like this for me?" And if they say they got something, they'll let them, become a jockey. Try out at least. But you ain't gonna get that opportunity if you're black, because again, who do we know that have horses like that? It's a rich man sport, and primarily a white
I
rich
have reason to believe it always was, but yet we were in the game.
Well, probably at that time they probably was like, "Hey, we don't need to be riding them." It probably was like a class type of thing where they didn't think, "Hey, you don't ride horses.
Well,
We
yeah,
just
that's how
own
they
them."
finagle it, but I think it's more what Hink said. It was the danger associated with it, because horse riding is a dangerous game, and riding those horses at those speeds, man, and you can get trampled and killed, and so why would they take that risk, or put their kids at that risk when you can go out and get the black kids to do it?
Yeah, I mean,
And then
I
once
always call
one is in it, he's going to bring his friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always call horse racing them jockeys. They don't get credit for being athletes. You never see them really compare or put jockeys on the list of athletes, but that is a super dangerous sport.
Man, it's a serious yeah, I kind of went down this rabbit hole. Yeah, it's a serious endeavor, just horse riding, period, bro. That horse has got to feel you. The horse will buck you. Like you got to become one with that horse, bro. And everybody can't do it. They sense that fear. Yeah.
When Marlon St. Julian ran in the Derby in 2000, he was the first black jockey to ride in the Derby in 80 years.
That's crazy, man.
80 years.
That's crazy. All right, Hank, you got anything else on this? And then go ahead and give me your final words, bro. And if you want to say anything to the mothers, I'd appreciate it because this is our Mother's Day show.
Well, let me say this. Fortunate for me, I was able to win a few coins on my Derby winner when I picked horse number 19 as one of the long shots. So congratulations to me for that. As far as the Mother's Day, man, shout out to all the mothers who are great mothers, who are real mothers, who are efficient mothers, who are mothers who understand their role and their job in society, in our communities, in this world. To hell with you deadbeat, sorry ass, nasty ass mothers who ain't shit, who don't take care of your kids, who don't look out for them, who doesn't do right by the kids, who disrespects and doesn't allow the father in their kid's life. May you die a slow death on an island by yourself. As far as my final words, yes. Again, I'm pushing Men's Mental Health Month. It's next month in the month of June. I encourage all men who are going through some trials and tribulations, such as my man Diesel the window licker. Get you some help. Seek professional help. Therapy doesn't make you less of a man if you have to go get therapy. It doesn't make you less of a man if you have to sit on somebody's couch or somebody's goddamn Zoom. It doesn't make you less of a man. It makes you a man who's aware that you can't do everything and carry the weight of the world by yourself. You're not Atlas. The weight of the world is not always going to be on your shoulder. And there's going to be times when you can't carry that load by yourself. And you may need to get a group of men who can counsel you, maybe spiritual counseling, maybe professional counseling, a therapist. Whatever means of counseling and therapy you need to have to get, do that for yourself, fellas. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the great mothers. To hell with you sorry suckers.
Hey,
that's my final word, brother.
Great final words, and I just want to say you'll be proud, bro. I got my CA1s. Well, they sending me some more stuff, but I went and got my full physical, and I'm about to have my CA1s and my A1Cs and all of that done, bro. You'll be proud of it.
Shout out to that brother. Shout out to that brother for taking the initiative.
Your hypodermic needle.
There you go. And now, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We having a real
grown man conversation.
Meaningful conversation.
Yeah.
You got this window licker
Hey,
that sits in the middle.
That remind me of this movie. You remember
you the one called me a window licker inside your last words. So I don't want to hear none of that shit you trying to speak.
Never takes accountability, Hank. It's always about what.
Look, you the one in charge of the parade.
This man is a true politician. He's gonna backpedal like a crawdad.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Watch. You the company commander. That's your fucking guide on.
Hey, but great final words, bro. Diesel was gonna go there in his opening statement about mothers, but he didn't want to be negative. And I sure said something similar.
He made up for all of that stuff.
He did. If you go into the club 3 days a week, man, and your kids are at home jumping on Diesel's car on his block, and Diesel's too bitch made to go out there and do something about it. You know what I'm saying? To get the men to get on the block. That's on you.
I'm not like somebody who went to Mercer's grammar school and he gonna come out there and shoot slingshots and pellet guns at you.
I was cold with the slingshot, boy. I was cold with a slingshot
and stuff. Playing on the street. He gets mad about that shit.
He said he was a modern day David, baby. He's a modern day David.
Yeah, coming out there angry. Dang.
You're just watching the kids jumping on your car. You're okay with it. But great, great final words, Hank. I appreciate you pulling up, good brother.
All day, every day, brother. Y'all keep doing what you're doing, man.
Well, you noticed that he didn't get none of his porridge this evening.
Yeah, he probably ate before the show.
Yeah, we had a mother that fortunate for us, we celebrated all the mothers. We rented out a hall,
nice.
And we cooked for the ladies. Make sure everybody got something to eat. We had some ribs, we had some fried chicken, some salad, some spaghetti, some green beans. Plenty of desserts. Make sure the ladies was appreciate the good mothers.
So you didn't cook for the trifling ones?
No, hell no. Them heifers gonna starve to death.
Now Bluegrass was sitting there watching. Now you already had some now, and you got don't make sure you leave.
Make sure everybody else gets some.
Hey,
Oh,
as
yeah,
a
well, he
man,
was
as
talking
a
about
man
himself.
who knows we had multiple occasions and gatherings like that before, we know fix your plate first and put it to the side.
That's it.
We're professionals around here.
See, that's where we get it from. Yeah, see, Hank, no. Man, Hank, no. You better get your food and put it up. It's your fault if you ain't get it. I hate motherfuckers who come around. I ain't getting none of that. I ain't getting none of that. I ain't get. Fuck wrong with you.
I got first dibs
That's your fault.
Hey, Nas, I got first dibs on everything because I put mine to the side. I got as much as I wanted.
They got him with his big old spoon getting baked beans.
You got that right. Them green beans and ribs was good as hell.
Y'all is great, man. All right, Big Hank, man. We appreciate you, brother.
All right, fellas. Y'all be easy. Have a great week,
man. Hey, have a great week, bro.
Hey, right on, brothers. Right on.
All right, Diesel, let's hear them final words from you, sir.
Final words. Bluegrass kind of covered it all, but he's biased towards the SEC, and I think he's biased when he does his servings, for all of the mothers, depending on what state or school that they root for, he's subject not to get in the same portions. So, but yeah, so I ain't really gonna touch on the Mother's Day since he covered most of it. But you know what? So my brother and his wife came by yesterday, unexpectedly, of course. I don't like coming unannounced. Let me know.
I hear you. I hate that.
Let me know. Come up, surprise me, or whatever. But surprised me because they went to the Obama library.
Obama? Oh, yeah, over there in Hyde Park. So they opened it up, huh?
Well, I don't think you can get the general tickets. So my niece, she works for their staff.
Yeah.
She still works with their staff. So she had tickets and she couldn't go. So she gave them to my brother and his wife. So they came and they was like, oh man, super nice, blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, shit, I walk past there every year when I go to the house picnic. He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, it's been getting built for the past couple of years, but we walk right past there every year. But yeah, he was saying how nice it was, saying, everybody should go. And I was like, man, how'd you get the tickets? And he was like, no, you couldn't buy them because I don't think those were on sale yet or whatever. But he explained his daughter gave them to him and they went. So yeah, I was like, man, because if I would have known, I would have probably told my brother, let's go. And I'd be like, no.
Well, Trump gonna write an executive order and change the Obama Museum to Trump Museum.
Oh, yeah, he'll try, but they ain't having that in Chicago. But yeah, sports teams, all of them doing pretty well. The Bulls, you'll have to cover that next week with us getting the 4th pick in the draft, see who we can possibly take.
Yeah, man.
As far as that.
Definitely cover that next week.
Then I've been seeing a lot of people, oh man, you usually do a little segment on the Rossini.
Well, they was on the boat.
And then
he was getting boat raced. She got boat raced on the boat.
And the rumor mill that she seen him when she was pregnant, and then 2 weeks later, she seen him like 2 weeks before, 2 or 3 weeks before she had the baby, and then named the baby after him.
Yeah, well, we covered the part that they named him Michael. We did
Yeah,
cover that.
but we didn't cover that she had seen him
Yeah.
a few weeks before
Yeah.
she gave
Yeah.
birth.
They was on a boat together while she was pregnant too.
Yeah, that sounds like they was in like a relationship. Both married though. Some weirdo stuff. And then like stuff coming out. New England's like low key trying to prepare in case he steps down or some stuff like that. Some weirdo stuff. You know, for Vrabel.
Well, his name came up in the Bears coach's search. I'm glad we didn't have to deal with this
No,
shit.
I don't want him. I don't want him at all. Nope. But yeah, bro, I ain't really got too much, man. I hope everybody enjoying their Mother's Day. I don't know what Ace in the Hole is out there doing. I mean, I know he probably
didn't have reservations, and they waiting on in the long line from here.
Nah, he probably trying to send flowers to JF1. Happy Mother's Day, JF1.
Up in his inbox, huh?
Yeah, all weekend long.
Why you don't ever reply to my DMs?
Don't you watch the channel? I'm your biggest fan. Nah, but yeah. Man, I'm trying to wait for the weather to get warmer here, man. I want to go to some ball games, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't
man. Check
going
out
if that weather ain't
Sox, the
like over
Cubs,
80.
you know.
Can't do it if the weather ain't like over 80 degrees, bro. I ain't trying to go.
I know it'll be miserable.
Yeah, so it's like, hurry up and break the weather. Keep forgetting it's still just May.
The
Usually
Spurs
by
are
this time.
losing 42-49, 4 minutes left in the second quarter against the Timberwolves.
So yeah, I forgot that was on. Now, what about Mrs. Mercer? What she been doing? She all right?
Yeah, grinding, bro. Building the
Yeah.
empire.
Yeah, the little Miss Watkins. Isn't that who she played? Miss Watkins.
Yeah.
I forget that line. She lucky I forgot that line she had in there. I sure would be sad.
Yeah, you used to remember. I don't remember none of that, man.
No, because they'll show it again in a while.
Yeah.
I ain't seen it in a while. When I see it, watch, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's that line right there.
Yeah, but now, we good out here, bro. Appreciate you asking.
Yeah, I ain't y'all, when the last time y'all been? Well, I know you was here. Did she come when you came the last time?
Nah, man. Them tickets was
high, super high.
Yeah, last minute tickets. It was on Southwest. That shit was like $700, bro.
Now, when y'all was in Hyde Park, how far were you from the school? From Hyde Park High School?
I was close to Kenwood. I was like a block or two from the Wood.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was on Cornell, like 52nd and Cornell. So, Hyde Park, you go right down Stony, but Stony don't really start to like 57th Street. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, because I was just
58.
asking to see because that library is right across the street from Hyde Park High.
Yeah, when we was living there, I used to walk to the house picnic, Chosen Few.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, we was right there. And I miss Hyde Park, bro. Best neighborhood in America, bro. And other people have said it. You know what I mean? Not just me.
Yeah, it's one of the best in the city. There's different ones, but yeah, Hyde Park was one of the best. Multicultural,
People used to try to think we was bougie. Some of us will whoop your ass. Not all of us.
It's some bangers over there too.
Yeah.
Some bangers over there, some bougie, some of everything over there when you think about it.
Yeah.
So Hyde Park, decent neighborhood.
For
the most
stone's
part.
throw from downtown. You can get on the metro. You know what I'm saying? You can hop on, I think it's the Green Line. Run right. I used to take that sometimes, but that was kind of shady. I used to take the
Green
red to
Line
55th.
is super shady.
Yeah, it was kind of shady. Nobody really fucked with me.
You get people getting stuck up.
Yeah,
on
it would
there all
happen.
the
But
time.
you know me, bro. I wouldn't, like you, I wouldn't ride the train with nothing they wanted. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Right. You ain't have nothing they want. Don't show nothing they want.
Right.
Nothing they need.
No.
Like, man.
No.
Mm-mm.
And then they walk past, I got my hand in my jacket, like, who's robbing who around this motherfucker?
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
a 50% chance that I'm
For
pump
sure.
faking, and it's a 50% chance that I'm gonna shoot you
And look,
in your fucking veins.
my manager, they moved his ass to Denver, right? Now he ain't from here, he's from Texas, but he moved there in like 2000. So
Yeah.
he's like, man, and he's like a diehard Chicago fan
Yeah.
now, since he had got indoctrinated, right?
Yeah.
Man, Design, why you always walk with your hands in your pockets? It's like, boy, you don't know.
You don't know
Like, you
nothing.
gotta ask somebody, boy. I was
That's
like, people,
right.
he's like, I don't get that. Why you always? I was like,
Man.
because you ain't from here. You
Because I
wouldn't
grew up on the
understand.
south side. Right. Right.
Would
Hey,
not
you heard about
understand.
Dan Bean?
Don't tell me
Dan
something
Bean.
else recently happened to him.
No, it was a while back.
Oh yeah.
When he was on the train, I was reading it in the paper. I'm like, damn, that's Dan Bean. And he got into it with the YNs. I guess they was trying to rob him, and he stabbed him and shit.
Man, let me tell you what happened.
Did he beat the case?
Chuck.
R.I.P.
Just before Chuck passed, he texts me, calls me in the morning. So I don't pick up. And he texts me, hey, call me back as soon as you get this message. He's like, and he sent me a picture. He's like, look. I was like, God damn, that look like Dan B.
Dan B.
He was like, yep. I said, what the fuck happened? He leaving from the north side at like 3 in the morning.
Allegedly high off that cocaine.
On the red line.
Probably
headed
high.
Toward downtown.
Coked up, allegedly.
Like 4 people switching carts or whatever. He sitting there on his phone, trying not to pay him no attention. They trying.
Tried to take his phone.
He fighting back. He beating one of them, but
then he
it's
got
like
stabbed.
2 other guys and a chick, plus the guy he fighting with. So then he's getting hit by these people or whatever. A bottle gets busted. And that's how they bust his head. But by this time, the train get to like Grand or something downtown under the tunnels.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, if the train hadn't have stopped, they might have killed him because they was whooping his ass by this time. You know, he was fighting back, but one of them cracked him in the head with a fucking bottle, you know.
Right.
So yeah, he took an ass whooping.
But when it stopped, what they just ran off or other people got on the train?
Well, when it stopped, I don't know if he hit the thing for the security or whatever, but the train didn't move no more. And then people got off and then they ended up, I believe they ended up catching the people. He didn't get charged with shit. They was self-defense.
He was the
They were
victim.
beating his ass.
But I thought he killed one of them or something. He didn't.
No.
Oh,
he
okay.
didn't kill nobody. He ain't had no weapon or nothing.
Yeah.
They cracked him in the head with a
So
bottle.
he was just a victim.
Yeah, and then I told him, because I talked to him, I was like, Ben, what the hell is you doing taking the red line at like 4 in the morning? Because he was coming from like Lincoln Park area or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I was just coming from a club, you know, some of my friends, and I didn't think, I was like, times done changed, bruh. I was like, if it's that late, man, you gotta catch an Uber. You can't do that shit. I was like,
They
that
think
shit
you
is
a
not
Vic
safe.
if you're not on. They think you a Vic if you on the train that late.
Yeah, by itself. Sitting on the
With,
cart.
with his
nobody
phone
else
out.
on the,
With
on
his
the cart.
iPhone out.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. I'm glad he's all right.
Yeah. I told him, I said, bro, you can't do that no more, man. I was like, them days is over. I was like, yeah, it was a time where we could do that and think nothing of it, but.
And then my thing is, bro, it ain't worth taking that L, man, over my phone. I got the insurance for that motherfucker, bro. Like, man, take this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I just would have locked it before I gave it
and
to
there's
him.
4 of them. And so you assuming that one of them probably strapped.
Yeah. Or got some kind of weapon.
So it's like, man.
I think it was a girl with them, too.
It was. It was out
She
of the
might have
4,
been the one who
it was a
poked him.
chick.
Yeah.
I forget who he said had the bottle and cracked him in the head. Yeah, but he was like, man.
Oh, so he didn't get poked? I thought he got stabbed.
he might have got stabbed too after they cracked his head first.
Damn.
With the bottle. And
yeah, you fucking around with them niggas, them YNs off the low end, shit.
Yeah, I told him you can't do that, bro.
No.
I'm not catching no fucking seat.
But you remember he was always cocky in the office, you know, Dan Beam.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, fuck Dan Beam. You know what I'm saying? Remember he was always
cocky
tough
to
guy.
a fault.
Yeah,
To a fault.
like you yeah, you fucking around. You over there fucking around on the red line shit. All right,
Early
man.
in the morning.
Great final words, bro.
All right, man. I'll holler at y'all next week, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you pulling up.
All right, yeah, Minnesota about to be leading at the half.
All right.
Yep.
One love to the mothers.
Peace.
All right. Well done. This week closes with the Chiran standing tall in every arena, from the hardwood to the Arlington racetrack. The Bulls front office shakeup feels like a spark for a new era, while the Bears rookies are grinding through their first taste of professional pressure. Angel Reese's recent struggles remind us that greatness ain't built in comfort. And the National Basketball Association, never broke again, continues to prove that every storyline is a battle for legacy. But beneath the noise of stats and contracts, the Kentucky Derby's original African-American jockeys echo through history, a reminder that the roots of competition run deeper than fame. Their courage and craft shaped the sport long before the cameras rolled, and their story deserves to ride alongside today's headlines. So as the lights fade on this episode, Mouthpiece Included leaves you with one truth. Every athlete, every city, every moment is part of a larger race, one for respect, redemption, and remembrance. Chicago's heartbeat keeps the rhythm, and the conversation never stops. Thanks for rocking with us this week. Until next time, stay locked in, stay curious, stay ready for whatever the week throws at us on and off the field, in the political arena, and everywhere the two may collide. This ain't just content, it's connection, and it means more because you're right here. Stay locked in. We appreciate the support and enthusiasm for this pod. If you have any more questions or need further information, feel free to ask. Stay tuned, stay passionate, bear down, and as always, until next time, F the Green Bay Packers organization and everyone who supports the Green Bay Packer organization. Karen, take us out of here, Karen. Take us home.
Put a shovel on the ground.
Breaking my heart, man.
Yeah.
Breaking my heart. You guys gonna get your little suburban stadium and your little, you probably have halter top night, fingernail paint night. You get your fingernails painted.
Yeah, I'm not going out there, man. I go watch them out of town before I go to damn Arlington.
All right. You find yourself sliding through. You might be in LA. On Florence and Normandy. Hey, homie. Hey, man, come here. You better. You might be in Chicago. Woo! Dipping down Ashland. You better. Watch your back. Check your six. Double check that blind spot. Use that blind spot assist. Guard your grill. Bear down.
Damn.
Knuckle up. And don't forget
it, baby.
And don't forget to.
Whatever you do, don't forget it. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, Butterfly.
Forget to bring your mouthpiece.
Sure. Don't forget it.
TATN, TATN.